Welcome everyone to the stream. Oh man, what a great day today is. What a great day. What day is today? Not Tuesday. Today is a very special day. Do you guys know what today is? It's a big one. Should be a national holiday. What day is today?
User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
That's right.
You are listening to the Steve Kane Radio Show, the longest-running radio show in Florida, on the air since 1977. This year celebrating 45 years on the air. Now, Steve Kane with Brian Craig.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the program, everyone. 4 minutes after the hour. My name is Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest-running radio show, the Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977. That's right, celebrating 45 years on the radio this year, and today is a very special day, a day that really should be a national holiday, and maybe one day it will. Today is the birthday of the greatest president ever, the 45th president of the United States, and the 47th. That's right, Donald Trump. Today is Donald Trump's birthday. Happy birthday to President Trump. Oh, man. How exciting, isn't it? Oh. What other president's birthday have you recognized other than Washington and Lincoln, right? That's a national holiday. Today, President Trump is 76 years young, and it's his birthday. So happy birthday to President Trump. Oh, man. What an exciting day. Well, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Callers on hold, stand by. We got a lot to get into today. The January 6th committee hearing. Let me just play the audio here first, then we'll talk about it. This is the chairman of the committee. That's right, Bennie Thompson. And listen to this. This is Bennie Thompson yesterday, the chairman of the January 6th Kangaroo Committee. Did I hit play?
Mr. Thompson, what is your personal opinion? Do you think that Donald Trump committed a crime, and would you prefer that the Justice Department investigated him or even indicted him?
Well, I prefer that we complete our work and share that work with the Department of Justice, and they will make that call after that.
You're the prosecutors, not the legislature.
Do you feel like you have evidence to show that he committed a crime?
That's not why we work. We're looking for the facts and circumstances that brought about January 6th. And that's what we're the prosecutors.
Okay, so that's Bennie Thompson, the chairman of the January 6th Kangaroo Committee, says no criminal referral, no criminal charges. Yet again, President Trump is cleared of any wrongdoing. How many times are they going to have inquiries, investigations, and hearings alleging crimes by President Trump and clear him? So think about this. President Trump has been cleared by the January 6th committee. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I must tell you, I'm in shock. I thought they'd come out with some conclusion here, but they have just cleared President Trump. That's right. He's been cleared again. He's been cleared by the January 6th committee. President Trump was cleared by Mueller. He's always cleared. He was cleared in the impeachments when they had the trials in the Senate. He is the most cleared man in America. Some may say he's the most investigated man, maybe, but he's also the most cleared man who has been investigated and had investigations done at these levels like President Trump that's been cleared in each and every instance. But here's the thing about this, okay? I've talked about this a lot. When have you ever seen a House committee, a Senate committee too, when is the last time a committee hearing turned into anything, that anything came out of it, especially in the House? Think about it. Think about it. When is the last time? We've had so many, there's always committee hearings, but there's been over the years very high profile ones. Some may say Watergate. That was like 45 years ago, half a century ago. Are you kidding me? Since Watergate, nothing ever becomes of them. See, here's the deal. The House of Representatives is up for re-election, the entire House. All 435 members of the House of Representatives are up for re-election. And look at what they've done. They have gotten tens of millions of free campaign advertising. It's not going to help Liz Cheney. She's going to lose that seat. But the Uniparty, deep state, will always find a place for her. She is the daughter of war criminal Dick Cheney. But Bennie Thompson and all the rest just got tens of millions of dollars, and it's not over yet, in television, print, online, radio ads, everything, the whole deal, for free through this committee hearing. Committee hearings are free campaign commercials. And I'll tell you this. These people on the January 6th Kangaroo Committee, maybe they are guilty of campaign finance problems here. Having a hearing to get free campaign ads, that's what this was. They got nothing. No criminal referral. And they could. It's not a court. They can't charge him with a crime, but they can conclude that he committed crimes, but even they won't go that far. There's no group of Trump haters like this, right? They hate Trump. They hate Trump. These guys on that January 6th Kangaroo Committee have the most severe cases of Trump derangement syndrome on record. They may find themselves in medical textbooks or psychological textbooks with their Trump derangement symptoms. And even the most serious stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome sufferers cannot come out with criminal recommendations against our great president who's celebrating his birthday today, Donald Trump. He's been cleared by the biggest Trump haters on the planet. Think about that. So this is an amazing day. And now feel free, if you would like to call in and share birthday wishes with President Trump. He very well may be listening. People around him very well may be listening. You are welcome to do that today throughout the show. We're going to talk about a lot of topics on the show today, but I'm going to keep the lines open for those that just want to give some birthday wishes to our great President Trump at 1-888-GO-KANE-1. That's right, 888-465-2631. It is a toll-free call, 1-888-465-2631. You can call in about anything we discuss on the program today, but also at any time, call in and share your happy birthday wishes for our great President Trump as well. Let me take a call or two before I get into the issues. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Louisiana.
Oh, hey, Louisiana. You calling in to wish President Trump a happy birthday?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you don't want him to have a happy birthday?
No, I don't want. He can have a happy birthday, but I'm not wishing him one.
Okay. Oh.
What I'm calling is this morning. There you go. You're reaching again. They did not clear Trump. They said they're going to give the facts and they're going to refer to the Department of Justice. They're going to take care of that.
They said no criminal referral, which they have the ability to do. No.
Brian, you're reaching this morning.
I'm hearing a panic. Cleared again. Trump cleared again.
No, he's not, Brian.
No criminal referral, no criminal indictment, nothing. He's clear.
You know what, too? I think Trump...
What did you call me? Did you call me a Jew?
No, I didn't.
What did you say? It sounded like you said Jew.
I said, you know what, Brian?
You didn't say Brian. You said something else, and it sounded like Jew.
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right.
I would never call nobody like that.
Well, that's a double negative. That means you would call everybody that. Well, anyway, okay, go ahead.
Okay, you reaching. Anyway, I was laughing this morning. I was reading about Rudy. He talked about how...
Now, we're not talking about Rudy Giuliani. This isn't open phones. It's not open phones. Yeah. Trump was cleared. That's what we're talking about. He was cleared.
That's okay. What about that all that
I'm
money people to donate to him, and he did not use none of that money?
He did not use none of that money. Yeah. Well.
You know what? I can't. You see how?
So what? So what do you mean? People donated money to President Trump. What's the crime there? What did he do? Did he buy mansions in California like BLM or something with it? What happened?
I'm not talking about BLM.
Well, you're alleging some financial fundraising scandal with President Trump.
It is.
Tell me what the scandal is. And then what happened to the money? How do you know?
All the money.
How do you know he kept the money? Who proved that he kept the money for his own? He kept the money for his own personal use.
It has been proved. It has been proven.
What has been proven? That he used the. What did he use the money for? What did he use the money for?
Listen, you won't listen to any.
What did he use the money for?
Well, you talk about Trump surrender. You drunk so much of Trump's Kool-Aid to where you don't even have sense. You don't even make sense.
What did President Trump spend the money on?
Because he didn't spend it on nothing because he kept it all. It's in his account.
Oh, really? You've seen his bank? What bank does he have? What bank account? You've seen Trump's accounts?
What bank you use? He probably got a bank account.
Well, if you haven't seen the bank accounts, how do you know that he's kept the money?
Because Brian, you know.
No, I don't know.
Brian, don't do this morning. You know this.
No, I have no idea.
You think Trump? Looks like you think Trump listening to people wishing him a happy birthday. His own daughter turned against him.
Really? No one's turned against him. No one has turned against President Trump. All right, Louisiana, take care. That Trump derangement syndrome, see? Trump derangement syndrome. 9 out of 10 Democrats suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, man. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mike from Louisiana.
Hey, Mike. You calling in to wish President Trump a happy birthday?
Yes, I am. Happy birthday, President Trump.
That's right.
And you're right. Look, here's the thing. All you got to do is look at the reaction, and I'm reading the statement under your thumbnail on your YouTube video, and she is angry.
Oh, Liz Cheney?
Liz Cheney thought they had her.
Liz Cheney is ticked. Yeah, she's having meltdowns.
Yeah, and some of the other ones are too. They thought they had him. We know what the end goal of this committee was. The end goal was trying to get him kicked off the ballot in some of these states.
Yep, and they've not been able to. And no criminal referral. I take this as the January 6th committee clearing President Trump. If they don't have a criminal referral after over a year investigation, it doesn't sound like they got much.
They don't have much, and that's the thing. I mean, Trump just got to deal the royal flush. You know, that's what he did. That's what happened. He got dealt a royal flush, and he's won. And what was the statement he made as he was running? Are you going to get tired of winning? That was the statement.
Yeah. I wouldn't say getting tired of winning, but winning's almost getting boring. It's almost like Leah Thomas is in these competitions that she can't lose because she's swimming against girls. You know, the transgender swimmer. That's what it's like with Trump. Trump is like just winning, and you can tell by the meltdown of the committee members. You know, they're flipped out about this. I guess they were expecting something different.
It was, what can the the Attorney General in name only do if they're not going to
Garland? Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not going to give criminal referrals, what can he do?
Yeah, he's got nothing either. All right, Mike of Louisiana, thanks for the call. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, it's John in Wellington.
Oh, hey, John.
Happy birthday to President Trump. Happy birthday to the United States Army. And don't forget, people, today's Flag Day as well.
Oh, that's with an L, right? Flag Day with an L, right?
Correct.
Okay, because it is Pride Month. I don't want people to think you're using other words.
No, today is Flag Day.
Okay, there's an L in there. That's correct.
Now, as far as Mr. Trump is concerned, wasn't it Mr. Schiff that swore up and down many times while Mr. Trump was still in office that Schiff had evidence against him and nothing ever transpired?
Yeah, what happened with that Schiff evidence?
That was lies. It was all lies. Just like all of this is lies, and it's just a way to smear Mr. Trump, try to make his life miserable, try to make...
And I like Bennie Thompson, and he's got this lady with him, Congresswoman, who I don't know her name, and she's like, well, this isn't our job. They're like, this isn't our job to come out with criminal reform. Then what was the purpose of the year-long hearing and investigation?
Oh, and that reminds me, too. The very first question that was asked was, what is your opinion of Mr. Trump? Can you imagine going into a courtroom and having an attorney ask a witness, what is your opinion?
Yes.
Suspect?
Yeah, I know. I've never heard of such a thing. What? Yeah, Cato Kalin, what is your opinion, Cato Kalin, of Mr. Simpson? Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
He's a wife beater. Oh, okay.
Yep. The judge would strike it from the record immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm on my walk, so I'm going to hang.
All right. Yeah, we don't need the birds. All right. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, Brian. How are you?
Good. Your mouth is a little far away from the mic. You must be on a Bluetooth, so either put your mouth closer to the receiver or talk louder. There you go.
It's Paul from Pompano Beach.
Hey, Paul.
Listen, I want to ask you a question. The coming shortage of supplies, I think you spoke about that a day or two ago, of food, I guess, a coming shortage of food. Where is that emanating from?
You know what? I don't know. I saw there was another fire yesterday at a food processing plant. I was going to get to this later. Let me see if I've got the story on my Twitter. And there have been several food processing plants that have burned to the ground. Yeah, listen to this. Here's another one. Listen to this one. This is a fire ignited inside a food manufacturing facility in Wisconsin Monday. Multiple fire departments responded to a fire at Festive Foods. The company said the cause of the fire is under investigation. There's been a series of food production facilities that have burned down.
What I guess I don't understand is we're in America where these companies need to sell products in order to make money. Why would this be happening? I mean, this is it's very strange to me.
Well, there's a possibility because food processing, everything's processed now. Very few of us eat real food. It's all processed. And processing involves a lot of things that involve importation probably. And I believe that the supply chain crisis is manufactured by China to it's almost like a blockade of sorts on the United States. They've slowed down the flow of things. I think, that's what's going on here. Yeah.
China is going to trying to get us one way or another.
Yeah. And they have a lot of power because since all the manufacturing comes out of China, that means they have a lot of influence over the shipping and transportation companies because those companies are reliant on China for their business. So China could just make a phone call and stop ships from docking.
Well, Brian, that's why we need Trump back, because with Trump, we were getting off the China bandwagon and trying to become more self-sufficient in a lot of areas. And don't forget, we were the world's largest pumper of oil until Biden came in the office.
Well, President Trump made us the largest. President Trump made us the #1 producer of oil. We were not.
Well, right. His policy is correct.
Yeah.
That could happen all over again, but it's not going to happen with the Democrats. But, well, thanks, Brian.
All right. Take care. Now, Father's Day. Father's Day is on Sunday. There is still time, people. Go to MyPillow.com. Buy these great products. Of course, the MyPillow bathrobes, 30% off with the promo code Kane at checkout, Kane. The MyPillow My Slippers, $90 off, just $49.98 with the promo code Kane at checkout. And remember, when you go to MyPillow.com, you're also supporting the most pro-Donald Trump radio show in America, the Steve Kane Show, when you use our promo code Kane, Kane. And I want to take a moment to tell you about the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper. I have this mattress topper. I have almost all the MyPillow products in my home, and more on the way. I'm in a MyPillow home, but of all the products, the one that has changed my life the most is the MyPillow 3-inch mattress topper. It's 3 inches. If you have an old bumpy mattress, if you think you need a new mattress, get the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper. There's a great deal, a great special with our promo code Kane going on right now. It will change your life. As I said, we got it because my wife was having back pain. So we got it. We woke up after the first night, my wife's back pain disappeared and has not returned. And I've been sleeping, it's been 14 months now. We got it April of last year. For the last 14 months, I have been sleeping the whole night through, waking up when my alarm goes off in the morning. I never did that before. I always woke up before my alarms. Always, my entire life. You know, I've had to get up in the middle of the night for most of my life, my entire adult life. And I've always been worried about oversleeping and always would wake up before my alarm went off. No more, not with the MyPillow mattress topper. I wake up when my alarm goes off. I'm getting a full rested night's sleep. And it's an absolutely amazing invention of Mike Lindell's. Now, Mike Lindell says that he personally guarantees it's going to change your bed into the most comfortable bed you will ever own. That's what Mike Lindell says about the MyPillow 3-inch mattress topper. And you know what? He's right. Listen to this. It's made of 3 unique layers. Layer 1 is of the MyPillow patented foam. It's a solid piece that provides superior support and durability. Layer 2 is transitional foam, providing optimal comfort. It evenly distributes your body weight and helps relieve those pressure points. Layer 3 is a cover made from phase change material to keep your body temperature regulated throughout the night. It has a removable cover that you can take off and wash and dry. The 4 corner straps hold it in place perfectly. It doesn't slip, it doesn't slide. 60-day money-back guarantee, which you're not going to need to take advantage of. Comes with a 10-year warranty, and of course made right here in the USA. With our promo code Kane at checkout on the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper, 30% off, and you get a free set of MyPillow sheets with that, with the promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E. You can also order by phone, 1-800-716-4879, 1-800-716-4879, promo code Kane, K-A-N-E at checkout. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning.
Oh, morning. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know it was my turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
I'm Megan. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Hey.
And I wanted to say happy birthday to the greatest president of all time, President Trump. So badly missed. Please, please, please.
Yeah. Yeah. This is great. Yeah, President Trump. If you want, throughout the day, no matter, this is not an open phone day because we got a lot of topics to talk about. You can call in about anything we bring up, but feel free throughout the program to call in and wish President Trump happy birthday. He very well may be listening, and if he's not, someone in his circle very well may hear your happy birthday wishes. Yeah, isn't it? When has anyone said happy birthday to any past president other than Marilyn Monroe, who was sleeping with President Kennedy? You know? By the way, that is one of the sleaziest things. You know, she is. Yeah, go ahead.
About the money that President Trump...
Oh, Louisiana.
How about the 4 years, okay? The 4 years he was in office, he donated his salary to charity. Where does Biden donate his money? Oh, God.
Yeah, and you know what? President Trump did not want to take a salary, but they made him take a salary. So he donated they get paid quarterly. You know, president makes $400,000 a year, and he gave it all away. They wouldn't let him not take a salary. I hear some of these, he got tax deductions. He tried not to take the salary, and he was, I guess, required to take it. I mean, you think Biden gives his salary away?
I'm sorry?
You know, Nancy Pelosi is worth $250 million, right, with all her corrupt deals with her drunken driving husband. Do you think Nancy Pelosi donates her salary to charity?
No, and in defense of her husband, if I was him and had to go home to Nancy Pelosi, I'd drink too.
But you know what? That mugshot came out yesterday, and I don't want Pelosi's mugshot. I want the dashboard cam. You know, I want to know. I want to see who he was with. I don't believe. I think he was out in the Porsche that night. You think this guy was alone in the Porsche out of all their vehicles and Napa Valley parties, and he didn't have a lady friend with him? Come on.
Isn't that nice that the constituents are mostly homeless and suffering with inflation and everything, gas prices, and he's out driving in his Porsche. That must be wonderful.
Oh, it is. He's got a great life.
Electric Porsche?
No, I don't think. That's a good question. Is Paul Pelosi's Porsche a hybrid? Is it an electric Porsche? Probably not. It's probably one of those gas-guzzling polluter vehicles.
Oh, yeah, just like all the jets they take, while they're John Kerry, while they're cleaning up the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You go?
All right. Well, hey, listen, take care. Appreciate the call. Thank you. You're on the radio. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Brian. How are we doing today?
Hey, Wisconsin Gary. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Louisiana, not Mike in Louisiana, but the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need a really huge wake-up, and I think eventually they'll come around. I doubt it, but I think they're still in very much hard denial and thinking that they think Biden is so good when I think it was like a couple days ago they were saying, well, you just limit on what you buy or whatever else.
Oh, yeah.
People out
Bruce
here are hurting.
Rice, $20 super sticker. Thanks for being. Thank you, Bruce. Everyone, please thank Bruce for that.
Feed themselves because of the trying to spend all their money for gas.
Yep.
Work, and a lot of people are really hurt. A lot of people are on a very hard fixed income.
Oh yeah.
One caller a few days ago last week there. I mean, it was gut wrenching to hear what she has to go through and everything else. And Louisiana thinks, oh, you just cut yourself on that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. This morning on the way to the radio station, I left the house early and I went to the Super Walmart. They're not open 24 hours anymore. They don't open until 6 a.m. And I think that's because of the shortages. They don't want people in there 24 hours a day because of the shortages. They've cut their hours.
Yeah, because then if they restock the shelves, people at night can grab those restocks because, like a few days ago when my wife went to our local Walmart, they were completely out of pork.
Yeah.
And we went there yesterday and had to get some things, and I literally went down the pork aisle, and of course they had it restocked, but then I turned my back and went over to the baby formula. There's some there, but there's a lot of empty shelves on there.
And most of it's powder probably, not liquid.
Right, exactly. But, the other thing is like, a lot of people should remind themselves when it comes to voting, it's like,
yeah.
The Democrats were blaming the Republicans. Oh, it was them. The Republicans are the ones that want to kill grandma and kill your kids. Well, this is the point where the Democrats want to kill your family. So every important thing for every election, and remember this for the years to come, November is an important month. Get out and
yep.
I'm hoping for a strong prediction. It's 90 million that go out and vote, and a huge tsunami that comes through here and finally put these Democrats on alert and let these Democrats know you work for us and we will vote you out.
That's right. All right, Wisconsin Gary, thanks for the call. We got to take our break. Wisconsin Gary, always a great call. It's 32 minutes after the hour. It's the Steve Kane Show. My name is Brian Craig. If you would like to call in and wish President Trump a happy birthday, you are welcome to do that through the entire morning. If you're just tuning in, the January 6th committee has cleared President Trump. That's right, no criminal referral from the January 6th committee. So we're celebrating that as well on President Trump's birthday. We'll be right back. Our number toll-free, 1-888-GO-KANE-1. 888-465-2631.
Journey wonderful with Celebrity Cruises. Their breathtaking ships have made them the best premium cruise line 10 years in a row. Join Steve Kane and Brian Craig January 28th, 2023 for the 4th annual Steve Kane Cruise on board the Celebrity Apex for 7 nights to the Eastern Caribbean. We're leaving out of Fort Lauderdale with ports of call San Juan, Puerto Rico, Tortola, and St. Kitts. Included with your cruise is the classic beverage package, Wi-Fi, and tips. For more information and to book your cruise with Steve Kane and Brian Craig, call in at Cruise and Travel Depot 561 561-244-5779. 561-244-5779.
Sloman's Home Security is giving away a free video doorbell camera, a free home security system, and professional installation when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. How would you like a free doorbell camera? Call 1-833-283-5050, and Sloman's will give you a free doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with installation of your Sloman Shield. The system includes an LED touchscreen, motion detector, 3 contacts, a backup battery, and a professionally installed video doorbell camera. Call now 1-833-283-5050. That's 1-833-283-5050.
Dr. Gupta at Brighton Dental is the official dentist of the Steve Kane Show. For good reason. He does great work at affordable prices. Listen to a Steve...
If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And everyone, please like the video.
And I just want to thank you for turning me on to Dr. Gupta. I went over to him yesterday, and
Let's see here.
experience, and makes you feel very comfortable over
Let's
there,
see.
and has a beautiful place.
Oh,
and,
yes.
I thank you guys very much. Have a great one.
Dr. Gupta, the official dentist of the Steve Kane Show. Make Dr. Gupta the official dentist of your family. Give him a call.
Yeah, I was very surprised that Walmart was not open.
954-922-4633. Online, BrightonDentalCare.com.
All right, we're coming back. You're welcome to call in no matter where you're located. 1-888-465-2631. No matter where you're located, it's a toll-free call. Lana from Ohio, welcome live here. Oh, and all of you that are members, I put up a video yesterday just for members of the YouTube channel, so check that out, members. All righty, we're back 35 minutes after the hour. It's the Steve Kane Show. I'm Brian Craig. You know, we're talking about supply chain shortages, baby formula. But there's some other shortages out there, too, not just pork and baby formula. Listen to this.
Well, it's been called the shortage no one is talking about, and we're talking about tampons and pads. Supply chain problems and inflation have hit virtually all consumer goods, and feminine products are no different. Top retailers and manufacturers acknowledge the shortages this week. Tampon prices are up nearly 10% from a year ago. That's according to Bloomberg. The war in Ukraine has further crimped supply because Russia and Ukraine are both major exporters of fertilizer used to grow cotton.
Oh, boy. Okay. So, yeah. So there is a tampon maxi pad shortage going on. And I don't know. Maybe that's why so many of these women are so grumpy in front of the homes of the Supreme Court justices. Oh, my goodness. You know, I've often said, and this is true, that you're not a real man until you have to go to the store at night and buy nothing but tampons or pads when you're buying nothing else. Guys, you ever have your wife send you out to do that? You really become a man when you got to go out and buy pads for your daughter. That's when it gets real. That's real manhood right there. It takes a real man. If any of you had to do that, guys? Oh, my goodness. You know, Don Lemon, Jean-Pierre, the White House press spokeswoman, she is just a disaster. She's a disaster. And yesterday was a bad day for Jean-Pierre, but she went on, which is friendly territory, the Don Lemon show, and things did not go well for Jean-Pierre, Biden's spokeswoman, with Don Lemon. This is very shocking that this would happen on Don Lemon's show. Listen.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Wow, I mean, this is... So this is Don Lemon, people, okay, if you don't know who Don Lemon is. Don Lemon is saying that Biden doesn't have the stamina to go on, doesn't have the energy to go on. Well, does he have the ability and stamina to function now, Don Lemon? But for this to come from CNN... This is like it's news that this is coming from Don Lemon on CNN. But listen to her response. This is, Jean-Pierre is the weakest press secretary in history.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it. We just got back from New Mexico. We just got back from California. That is not a question that we should be even asking.
Wow, this is not a question that should be asked? Really? So this is interesting. So in Biden's America, there are questions that should not be asked? Very interesting here. I thought all questions were okay.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it. We just got back from New Mexico. We just got back from California. That is not a question that we should be even asking. Just look at the work that he does. Look how he's delivering for the American public. Look, that article that we're talking about is hearsay. It's salacious. That's not what we care about. We care about how are we going to deliver for the American people.
Well, you're not delivering baby formula, pork, tampons, or maxi pads. So how are those deliveries going, Jean-Pierre?
It's salacious. That's not what we care about. We care about how are we going to deliver for the American people. How are we going to make their lives better? That's what the president talks about. That is his focus, and that's where we're going to continue to focus on.
Wow. She cannot even keep up with Biden. Well, if you can't keep up with Biden, Jean-Pierre, you've got some serious health problems. Let me tell you something. A snail could keep up with that guy. Mr. Magoo could keep up with that guy. All right, our number 1-888-GO-CANE-1. And again, while it is not open phones today, you can call in about anything that we bring up on the program today. But also, if you would like to call in at any point to wish our great President Trump a happy birthday, you are welcome to do that throughout the entire program at 1-888-GO-CANE-1, 888-465-2631. Since it's the President's birthday, I'm wearing one of my favorite Trump shirts. I just love this one because it's got Trump's head on it really big. I love it. It's a take off the Terminator. It says, "I'll be back." I thought I lost this shirt for a while. I got this shirt at the festival flea market before I was banned from the festival flea market, and I couldn't find it, and it fell down in my closet off the hanger and was behind my shoes. And I found this shirt yesterday, and I thought this is the perfect shirt to wear to President Trump's birthday. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Ralph. I'm in Mississippi right now.
Ralph in Mississippi. What's up?
I listen to you every morning. I really want your opinion on this. Obviously, this is a failure.
That's right. Well, no, it's not a failure. It's a failure for the Trump haters. It's a victory for President Trump and MAGA.
Correct. But yes, I agree with that. And happy birthday to the 47th President of the United States.
That's right, Donald Trump.
So my first question is to ask
I'm banned
you
from
is,
a flea market, yeah.
do you think after this is all over, they're going to arrest anyway just for a soundbite?
Arrest him for what? What are they going to arrest him for? Who's going to arrest him?
Well, there's nothing to arrest him for, but it seems like they're all in the same.
Let me tell you, if they had anything, President Trump said peacefully protest. He offered multiple occasions to give them soldiers to guard the Capitol with everything else, and their fantasy. Okay, I was listening today in the news. They were talking about something with Sports Illustrated. I don't know. They have some transgender or something person. I don't know. But guys used to fantasize over the Sports Illustrated swimsuit models. Back in the day when it was relevant. Okay, who'd you fantasize over? Cindy Crawford, Kathy Ireland. Who was your big fantasy?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, well, you take those Sports Illustrated swimsuit models that you fantasized over, the fantasy that these never-Trumpers on this kangaroo committee have of Trump in handcuffs, is a bigger thing in their mind and their fantasies than you about the Sports Illustrated swimsuit models. If there was anything they could do to even get one handcuff on President Trump, believe me, it'd be out there. That was a big surrender yesterday from the chairman of the committee, who says no criminal referral.
Oh, and I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. But what in my mind is that they'll do it anyway, but they have Trump.
Yeah.
That's what it, just for the fact of having that picture.
Yeah.
Sure, he'll get off it, and they'll let him go, but they...
Really? How would they do that? He has a Secret Service detail. So his personal Secret Service detail is going to let some federal agents come in and handcuff President Trump?
That's the opinion I wanted to hear from you. If that was, even if that was possible, just to make it look good.
Yeah.
They arrest people for nothing anyway. So yeah, Donald Trump has a lot more security around.
Yeah.
Is that what do you think they are going to do now? Because this hearing did not work for them. Desperate. So when are they finally going to say we can't beat him?
Oh, they'll never say that. They're going to be going after this guy forever. They'll never leave him alone, or his family. They're going to harass them forever. You heard Louisiana first. Louisiana called in today before the show began. Okay, which is very unusual. Yeah, and Louisiana was just totally devastated over the January 6th committee clearing Trump. You could tell.
Yeah. He had his own meltdown. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost entertaining to listen to him as it is listening to you.
Almost, I hope.
Yeah,
Almost.
He's entertaining because, he's definitely a tunnel.
So you're calling from Mississippi. You said Mississippi right now. What, are you driving somewhere?
I drive a truck, so...
Oh.
I listen to you. So when I call you...
Florence, $10 super chat. Thank you. Please thank Florence. Happy birthday, the greatest president ever, Donald Trump. Okay. We're big with truck drivers. So how do you listen to us? Do you watch on YouTube, iHeartRadio? How do you listen in your truck?
Yeah. I listen to you on my tablet.
Oh, you're okay. So you watch on YouTube.
Yeah, and I got Siri. So anytime I have a question, I just tell Siri to call you.
Oh.
My contact.
Wow, you're hooked up.
Oh yeah. You have to be. I don't touch my phone at all.
Yeah.
Anything. So, but yeah, the hearing thing is, when is this going to stop, and what are they going to do?
Never. It will never stop. It will never stop. They're going to be, listen, they're going to have Trump haters on CNN 40 years from now trashing Trump. Just like they have these old John Dean Watergate people are still around on CNN, right? Bernstein is always on there. There's going to be these old fossils. When Michael Avenatti gets out of prison, he'll become a pundit on CNN, and in 35 years, we'll see him up there trashing Trump. Michael Cohen, all the rest. We're going to see them all grow old trashing Trump. That's what they're going to do for a living.
Do you think it's going to calm down after?
Never. It will never calm down. Because the MAGA movement is going to be here for forever. We're reshaping the Republican Party. It will be passed down to Don Jr., Eric, Barron, Ivanka, and who knows who else. If it's good enough for the Kennedys, we can have a dynasty too.
Absolutely. I think Don Jr. should be the vice president.
What I really want, Don Jr. lives here in Florida. He lives in Palm Beach County, Jupiter. I would like to see Don Jr. become the governor of Florida after Ron DeSantis. That's what I would like.
That's good. Then have Ron DeSantis be vice president.
Yeah, or no, he'll be president then, because in 2028, after Trump's second term, Ron DeSantis will be our second MAGA president. But Don Jr. would be a great governor of Florida.
I think he's a great leader.
Mm-hmm.
What leadership he takes, he'll take control of it, and because he knows how to talk to the people.
Mm-hmm.
I think your theory is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
See him. I would like to see Don Jr. become the vice president
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for a scare tactic.
Oh, just to have like a meltdown to the left. Oh, that would be beautiful. Well, wait until Sarah Palin gets sworn into the House of Representatives. That's going to cause shockwaves in the mainstream media.
I can't wait till November. I'm so excited about it.
I know. Well, listen, I gotta run for a break, but thanks for the call. All right. Truck driver in Mississippi. You know, we have so many truck drivers listening. I got to talk to Steve. Maybe we need a truck stop sponsor. Yeah, I don't know. You truck drivers out there, does that work? We could do spots for a truck stop. I don't know if I've ever been to like a real truck stop. I don't know. I go to the rest stops on the Turnpike and on 95, and I see billboards for truck stops here and there. I don't know. We could do spots for a truck stop. All right, we're going to take our last break of the first hour. Callers on hold, stand by. And again, you are welcome to call in about anything we discuss on the program. But if you would like to just call and wish our great President Trump, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, happy birthday, since today is President Trump's birthday, you are welcome to do that. Our number toll-free, 1-888-GO-CANE-1. 888-465-2631. Back right after this. Radio, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, I'm calling from...
Oh, man. Hey, guys. Now, listen. If you're new here, subscribe and like the video. When we get back, I want to take some more calls. And got a lot more to talk about. Patriot Front, which everyone knows are feds, right? Got a story on them. And, even the name Patriot Front, they're a front for the feds. Got some new stuff on them. And a bunch of other topics, too. But listen, guys, if you'd like to support the program, go to MyPillow.com and buy something with the promo code CANE. The MyPillow My Slippers are $90 off for Father's Day. That's going to expire very, very soon with our promo code CANE, of course, $90 off. 30% off the MyPillow bathrobes, great Father's Day present. And don't forget, 30% off the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper. And you get a free set of MyPillow sheets with our promo code CANE at checkout at MyPillow.com. So that's a great way. When you use our promo code CANE, K-A-N-E, you are supporting this program, and we appreciate that. That's right. We'll be back in just about a minute. Yeah. Oh, man. Very exciting days. Very exciting days. No doubt about that. Yeah, Rome. And when you use our promo code CANE, you are not only do you get those massive discounts, but you're supporting not just Mike Lindell, but this program. I talk at least once a week to Mike Lindell at his office, and they just rave about the great support this audience gives to him. They really do. All right, we're coming back. Oh, man. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi there, the mask lady in Boca, Louise.
Oh, hey, Louise.
Hi. Happy birthday to President Trump. That's number one. Now, it's wonderful that he was cleared, but I'm amazed in my senior center. I can't tell you how many Democrats never heard that Nancy Pelosi was asked by the president to put on the National Guard and so on.
Yeah.
No, he never did that. Never, no. I mean, why do they think this was a fantasy? I don't know.
Because they get their news from CNN and MSNBC, and they don't share that. They get censored news. Do you still wear your mask all over?
Yes. Even in my senior center, would you believe, even though all of us had to be vaccinated to join, 7 cases in the last few weeks down with COVID, and these are elderly people. I'm younger than most of them, you know?
Yeah.
7.
You know, I'm not going to say who this is, but a friend of mine yesterday, I don't want to give too many details, but they drove up in a car by themselves. They had a mask on. They got out of the car, and they were walking by themselves with a mask on. And I was talking to them. I said, you're not going to give yourself COVID. Why are you driving in a car by yourself with a mask on? It was a bizarre conversation. And, you know, right now, Louise, right now, we're it's pretty hot in Florida right now. The humidity is like 150%. How do you breathe with that thing on?
No, I have a very good one. I bought in my hardware store. It's the way it cups it's foam, and I put it on.
If it's easy to breathe through, it's not. Is it really protection?
Well, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not like having nothing, but it's fine.
I had to wait a couple weeks ago. My wife had a procedure in the hospital, and they made us wear masks in the hospital. They had armed security guards making sure of it. I'm not kidding. And I was freaking out. I felt like I was being smothered with a pillow over my face, and I felt like, like Scalia in that resort where he died. And I was got claustrophobic because of it. It was awful.
They give you in the hospital, they're not, they're difficult to wear. But the one Do you wear your mask when you're in your car, like my friend? No, not unless I'm going right from one store to.
I was in shock. I mean, I see a lot of people wearing masks in cars alone.
Or in the car, no.
All right. Sure.
When I do my walk, I see a sign on somebody's lawn, DeSantis for governor.
Yeah, he's running for re-election, and
But see, I was thinking you mentioned that hopefully President Trump would have him for vice.
Well, that's 2.5 years away.
Term of governor.
4 years. The governor of Florida is 4 years, and we have term limits to 2 terms. So he's running. No.
Do you know if our primary is in August in Boca Raton?
You know what? I don't know when the primary is. I'll tell you the truth there. I don't know. I can't keep track of the local primaries. But, DeSantis is up for re-election. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, happy birthday to President Trump.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Richie the bus driver, yes.
Yeah, here's the deal. They've had over 1,000 witnesses, right? They haven't had one cross-examination.
And they cleared him.
Well, what he said was they weren't going to pursue, but...
Well, Bennie Thompson's not going to come out and say, we have cleared, we're not going to pursue, that's not our function, blah, blah.
Constitutional. The whole thing is unconstitutional. There's a provision in the Constitution that says if a president commits high crimes or misdemeanors, there's an impeachment procedure. Well, he was in office. They can't do nothing to him. It's like immunity for an ambassador to run over somebody in the street. They can't try him because he's got immunity. President of the United States has immunity while he's in office.
But I'll tell you this thing about the committee clearing President Trump yesterday. You could see the defeatism in the chairman Bennie Thompson. You could see how defeated he looked. He was really deflated yesterday. And then Liz Cheney just had a meltdown on social media over it. She was freaked out.
Absolutely, she was. And the thing is this: they're just trying to louse them up for the voters for the next time. They're doing everything to prevent them from running again. It's not going to work. He's going to run again. He's going to win again. And as for this White House that's in there right now, this is something that's really got my craw. How can you sit there and this press secretary tell me that this guy has energy because
And she can't keep up with him. She says.
And they're doing everything for the American people. Well, I don't want my gas to be what it is today. I don't want my food costs to be what that.
Well, I'll tell you, Biden has a big problem with women, right? Baby formula, right? Baby formula shortage. They have the shelves packed up now. I've been to the store with powder. The liquid's still short supply. So they're losing the women on that. And this new shortage of tampons and feminine pads. These are young women that still, need tampons and pads and use baby formula are young women that the Democrats usually take for granted. And let me tell you, women that they don't have their tampons, they don't have their maxi pads, they don't have their baby formula. That's bad news for the Democrats. I mean, that's brutal.
What else is going to be brutal? It's not just a prediction for me. It's people talking about it right now. You're going to have gas stations closing. You're going to have you're going to start seeing the lines again because the trucks won't be able to deliver because the supply of the oil is not going to be there. You're going to have alternate days to get gas with wrong food. This is what's coming next, and there's going to be a food shortage at the end of the summer where people won't be able to get food in the supermarkets. So this is just the beginning of the crap here, and the stock market's taking a dump. Everything is falling apart, and we got a bunch of incompetent people all the way down. Since it's Biden, it's Buttigieg, it's all of them. None of them have ever worked a job. And I listened to Senator Scott from Florida, and he just laid it right out. There isn't anyone in the whole administration that ever worked a real day in their life. I mean, and that's why they can't figure out how to do anything. It's really...
You know, and Rick Scott, he was our governor, who was the greatest governor Florida ever had until Ron DeSantis topped it. He is not a family of means. He grew up very poor, and he's a self-made multimillionaire, Rick Scott. And he did not have a family of means at all. They grew up very, very poor. And he's a very smart guy. And you know the problem with the economy that we're suffering through is everybody understands it's a direct result of Biden's actions. Sometimes things happen, okay, and a president has no. But this country has been through wars. I don't remember product shortages. I don't remember these gas shortages. You know, the thing about the gas lines of the 70s, I was a little kid then. I remember people talking about it, but I don't remember people being as upset as they are now. Gas prices are higher than anyone ever projected. If you were like in the 80s or 70s and you were making a movie that took place like 50 years in the future, the prices that gas are now are higher than what they would have projected to try to get the attention on a gas station sign. And the thing about it is they're continuing to go up. I looked yesterday. My wife's got one of those things on the car where you can see the gas station prices. I looked within 5 miles of my driveway. Nothing even close to being under $5. Everything was over $5, approaching $6, and that's here in Florida, where gas is cheaper than a lot of places.
There's fanatics running the country, and they won't change. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, you or myself could be president of the United States and do a better job because I would surround myself with people with expertise that would be flexible. These people are ideologues. They will not change. They don't care if we suffer, and it's obvious to them.
And they're in this bubble where they just have no understanding, feeling, or empathy for the American people. That's the other thing that pisses people off. Like, let me give you an example, okay? No empathy for anyone. You know, Biden has not condemned the assassination attempt on Justice Kavanaugh and his family. And look at what's going on here, right? They're holding up this security bill for the justices. You know, if we had a real leader, he would be out there saying, get it done today. These people need protection. But you see this attitude from the media and the left. They believe Kavanaugh brought this upon himself. That's like blaming the girl. Oh, she was raped, but she was wearing that short little dress. She shouldn't have wore that short little dress. She deserved it. That's how they're acting. They're blaming the victims here.
No, they hate us, and it's obvious. And Hillary said we were deplorable, and it's the truth. We are deplorable in their eyes. We are the thing that stops this country from going communist.
That's right. Richie, I got to run. I'm late for a break. Callers on hold. Stand by. 1 hour down, 2 to go.
This is the Talk of South Florida, 95.3, 96.9, AM 1470, WWNN Pompano Beach, a VCMG live station.
Oh, man. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Everyone else, like the video. Yeah, I got some more audio we're going to get into. Jean-Pierre, the spokesperson, she just lost it. I mean, she is the most... And I've watched these press spokespeople for years, my whole life. I've never seen one as incompetent and stupid and as ill-prepared as Jean-Pierre. Now, she has a tough job. She's got to go up there and defend this incoherent, incompetent, corrupt president we got. But even still, I mean, it's just some of the weakest defense you have ever seen. Hold on. No doubt about that. And don't forget, guys, if you'd like to support the show, go to mypillow.com. Buy something with the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, at checkout. The BOGO extravaganza continues. You can get the My Pillows for buy one, get one free with our promo code. You can get the 6-piece My Pillow towel set, buy one, get one free with our promo code KANE, K-A-N-E. The My Pillow 100% Giza Cotton Dream Sheets, buy one set, get a second set free with our promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E, at mypillow.com. And it does go a long way to support this program when you do that. So if you don't mind, go to mypillow.com and buy something. Also, I got a news story about the Patriot Front. I got a lot I haven't even gotten to yet. Oh, I got to hit the next commercial. We got about a minute and a half till we're back live. Got some more calls. Show's flying by today. No doubt about that. Man, give me a 1 if you love Trump. Oh man, a 1 if you love Trump. Let me see if I can be the first one. There we go. A 1 if you love Trump. Oh man, President Trump's birthday. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. There's no 2s, there's no 3s, just 1 for love of Trump. That's right. That's right. That's what we like to see. Trump love. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're coming back. Oh, man. My daughter is coming back from California today. This is the longest my daughter's ever been away from home. A month. So, she just can't afford California. You know, she doesn't have a car out there, so she's got to take Uber and Lyft. And we got to help her pay for the Ubers and Lyfts. All right, hour number 2 has begun. I'm Brian Craig. It's the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. That's right, on the air since 1977, when Star Wars was in theaters for its original theatrical run. That's right. That's 45 years, long time. And if you're on hold, stand by. If you're just tuning in, first off, it's President Trump's birthday. So feel free to call in throughout the program to wish the greatest president ever, Donald Trump, a happy birthday. And I do mean that, greater than Lincoln. You know, Lincoln and Washington were great men, and I love them too. But they were, you know, part of the corporations of the time. Lincoln was an attorney for the railroads, right? So he had that corporate backing of the time to control his bidding. Why do you think he's the one responsible for the Intercontinental Railroad? Washington, well, he was one of the richest, some say the richest in the colony. So he had a lot of interest there. Donald Trump, the first president not owned by the donors, and today is his birthday. So if you'd like to call in and wish President Trump a happy birthday, you are welcome to do that throughout the program today at 1-888-GO-KANE, 1-888-465-2631. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Rick. I'm calling from Osceola, Iowa.
Okay, Rick in Iowa. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to call in and wish President Trump a happy birthday. And being a pro-Second Amendment guy, I like the commemorative 45s, and pretty soon we're going to...
Really? There's a 47? What kind of weapon is that?
Will be.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, we got to have... Okay, I get it. Oh, man. You know, I just saw this story today out of Ohio, my home state. That's right. Listen to this. Listen to this. You don't need a permit to carry a gun in Ohio. I did not know that. But a new law in Ohio is allowing teachers to carry guns in schools without a permit. The Ohio governor announced that he signed the bill which lowers the required training hours for armed personnel from 728 hours to 24 hours. He says he prefers law enforcement officers to carry guns at schools. He signed the law after 19 children and 2 teachers were killed at the elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. You know, you notice how Uvalde has disappeared from the news? They're talking about gun control still, but they're not talking about Uvalde. And the reason is that massacre happened because that chief of the school police out there, who's not cooperating with authorities, didn't take action, waited outside for about 50 minutes while 911 calls were coming from the classroom. So they don't want to talk about Uvalde because the truth of Uvalde does not fit their narrative. So they've gotten away from Uvalde. But don't worry, we haven't forgotten about it. And this thing about arming teachers, in the past, I was opposed to it. I was opposed to arming teachers. But now my thoughts have changed on that because, you know, there's nothing you can do. The way the schools are built now with these open campuses with so many buildings, there's no way to really properly protect them. I talked about this after Uvalde. When I was going to school in the 70s and 80s, a lot of the schools I went to were built in the 40s and 50s. And they were single schoolhouses. They were big buildings. I remember one school I went to in Columbus, Ohio, we had 2 or 3 basements levels even. At least 2, maybe 3. And the school was multiple stories high. And one big schoolhouse. You can protect that, but you can't protect it on an open campus. And arming teachers... if teachers so choose to do that, I just, you know, would like the lady, because most school teachers are women, don't carry the weapons in your purses, lady teachers. Carry them on your person, okay? Carry them on your person, not in your purses. But if one of those school teachers in Uvalde, Texas, was carrying a gun, they would have at least had a fighting chance, right? That's right. They would have at least had a fighting chance. All right. Yeah, so Jean-Pierre, she just was, yesterday was a rough day for her. I played the clip with Don Lemon, but let me play that again, then I'll play the 2 other clips I have of her. This was amazing. This is Don Lemon, CNN, with White House press spokesperson Jean-Pierre talking about the mental fitness of Biden yesterday, last night on CNN.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it. We just got back from New Mexico. We just got back from California. That is not a question that we should be even asking. Just look at the work he does. Look how he's delivering.
What is he delivering, and what work has he done?
For the American public. Look, that article that we're talking about is hearsay, it's salacious. That's not what we care about. We care about how are we going to deliver for the American people? How are we going to make their lives better? That's what the president talks about. That is his focus, and that's where we're going to continue to focus on.
You know, she says this, is he mentally, is he physically capable? Okay? Is he mentally and physically capable? She says that article is hearsay. What's not hearsay is our eyewitness accounts of it. We see him. He's checked out. He can hardly walk. He doesn't know where he is. We see it. Okay? It's something that all of the American people and the world have observed. And because we're seeing it, you know, it's just like when they were selling the global warming thing, that they really, even though they want us to go green, they don't talk about that so much because it's an observable fraud. His condition is observable. We can see it. It is not hearsay. So then Ducey, that was last night on CNN. Bad day for Jean-Pierre. Peter Ducey in the White House press briefing room was talking to Jean-Pierre about the economy.
President Biden once bragged about the stock market hitting record after record after record on my watch. How about now?
Meaning the stock market?
All the gains from President Biden's time in office have been wiped out.
So, as you know, we're watching closely. We know families are concerned about inflation in the stock market. That is something that the president is really aware of. And so, look, we face global challenges. We've talked about this. We're not the only country dealing with what we're seeing at the moment as it relates to inflation. You know, Putin's price hike, inflation.
Putin's price hike.
Out of a once-in-a-generation global pandemic, all of those things play a factor, and but the way that we see this is that the American people are well positioned to face these challenges because of the economic historic gains that we have made under this president in the last 16 months.
Oh, the economy's doing well. Okay, so now we're officially she's just a disaster. I know she's got a dirty job. She's like Mike Rowe. She's got a job dirtier than anything Mike Rowe ever did. She's got to defend Biden. But I don't feel sorry for her. She's a terrible person. But we're officially in a bear market. Do you understand what that means? We got the bull market where they're running with the bull. Now we got a bear market. A bear market, when you say it that way, I don't think people really think about what that means. What a bear market means is what does a bear do? They go into hibernation, right? A deep sleep, a hibernation. A bear market means the American economy is in hibernation, in a deep sleep. The American economy has gone to sleep. Think about that. And they're still with that Putin price hike. If this were China, it would be different because we get so much crap from China. We don't get very much from Russia, and what we do get from them, we don't need to. We can get vodka from some American or Canadian or something. What are we really getting from Ukraine? They got the grain. We're the breadbasket of the world, America. This is all crap. Okay? It's all crap. But think about it. When the world economy was shut down for months during COVID, and then when it started to open up, was barely open, did we have problems like we're having now? Did we have food shortages, product shortages, gas prices? No. The only shortage we had, which was brief, was toilet paper because people were buying it, and I didn't realize this. We learned there was panic buying with toilet paper because people were scared. They didn't know what to do. They were having major anxiety, and they thought that buying toilet paper... What happened was, there was a video that went viral on Twitter of two women in California fighting over a pack of toilet paper at a Walmart or something. That went viral, and people started loading up. And it turned out that there were only a couple of plants in America that made toilet paper, and there were so many varieties of it. So we had a toilet paper shortage. But when the economy of the planet Earth was shut down for months and months and months, we didn't have these problems. This country, we've had major wars. I was talking to Steve yesterday. We had a major Middle Eastern conflict with Saddam Hussein in the 1991 Gulf War. A lot of you may forget this, but Kuwait, when Saddam was forced out of Kuwait, he lit all the oil wells on fire. Remember that? And, I remember there was a great IMAX film, The Fires of Kuwait. I went and saw it. Any of you ever see that? It's pretty cool. But he lit all the oil wells of a major oil producer, Kuwait, on fire. And even then, we didn't have these problems with gas. And I promise you, we got, that area of the world has much more of the world dependent on it, the Middle East, for oil than Russia. Okay? If this were China where we get all our stuff, it would make sense. Why is there I want you to think about this now. Think about this. It's an important question.
Well, it's been called the shortage no one is talking about, and we're talking about tampons and pads. Supply chain problems and inflation have hit virtually all consumer goods, and feminine products are no different. Top retailers and manufacturers acknowledge the shortages this week. Tampon prices are up nearly 10% from a year ago. That's according to Bloomberg. The war in Ukraine has further crimped supply because Russia and Ukraine are both major exporters of fertilizer used to grow cotton.
Okay, so when has there been a shortage of tampons and maxi pads? When? I mean, this is crazy. And, you know, Tucker Carlson, a few months back, when this Ukraine thing started, he had a farmer on, and I played some clips of that interview on the program. You may very well remember. This guy said prices are going to go through the roof in a few months because we get the majority of our fertilizer from Ukraine. See, this is why are we getting fertilizer from Ukraine and Russia? America is the breadbasket of the planet. Why is that? You know why? Crooked deals. And, you know, the environmentalist is probably a fertilizer plant. There's a lot of environmental things that go along with that. Liberals hate fertilizer. They do. Remember, that's what was used for the bombs at Oklahoma City. Remember that? There's probably too much left-wing green regulations on fertilizer manufacturing in the United States. So we have to go overseas to get it. And I saw that segment a couple months back on Tucker Carlson. The White House isn't prepared. These products that are made from cotton, there's a cotton shortage because of the fertilizer shortage, because we import too much of it from Russia and Ukraine. The White House should have known this and intervened, because that's one of the reasons our food is going up in price and in short supply. One of the reasons, because the fertilizer costs have gone through the roof because of the short supply. And it's not Putin's fault, it's Biden's fault. Okay? This whole war is happening because of Biden's screw up in Afghanistan. Did you see they cleared the pilots of the Air Force jets that the people fell off of in Afghanistan? They should be cleared. That's Biden's fault. This invasion happened because of Biden's stupidity in the Afghan withdrawal. Putin knew this is the time. We can do it now. America is weak. We're going to go. Let's go, he said. Let's roll. And he did it. This is Biden's fault. And all of these problems, the fertilizer shortage, the baby formula shortage, and this is also going to cause this fertilizer shortage prices to continue to rise on any plant-based products, which will include clothing. I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt right now, right? All of these problems, what is one thing Biden has done to fix it? They flew in a military cargo jet a few weeks back with baby formula that went to doctors' offices. That was just for show. He's done nothing because they don't know how to fix it. They're a bunch of activists, and he's from Congress. They don't know how to fix anything. They don't know how to do anything because none of them have had a job. And since none of them have had a job outside of government, they've never been accountable for anything. They don't even know how to fix things. President Trump was dealt with a crisis no other American president has been dealt with, and he fixed it because he's a businessman. And when you're in business, if you don't have positive results, you're out of business. So he knows how to fix things. These people don't even know how to fix things. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, hey, Doug.
Hey, happy birthday, President Trump. Thank you for everything you always do for us. The other thing I want to mention is, Greg Kelly is going to be on at 10 o'clock now. I'm going to really miss him at 7, man. I don't know if I can stay up until 10 o'clock soon. But he changes. Yeah, the new lineup at Newsmax begins today. Yeah, I know. Chris Salcedo at 4, Spicer at 5, Greta at 6, Rob Schmidt at 7. Rob Schmidt is very good. He's top-level TV news guy. And they got Greg Kelly on at 10 o'clock at night, who's my favorite over there. I'll never see that show live again. I can't stay up that late. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. I of all the people, I like him the most on TV, and I like him more than Tucker. I just think he's the great. But well, I think this is what I think happened. I was thinking about this. I was talking about this on my podcast last night, which you all should be listening to. The Brian Craig Show podcast is on all podcast platforms, including Spotify and iHeartRadio. I was talking about this on my podcast last night. Fox News made a lineup change because of Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly was beating Fox News in the ratings, and Martha McCallum used to be on against him, and he was beating her. He started beating her, so they put her on in the afternoon, and they had a rotation for a while, and they put in Jesse Waters. And I'm guessing Jesse Waters, who's very popular, he's on the 5, Jesse Waters may have been beating Greg Kelly in the ratings, so they put him up at night against Laura Ingraham. And I got to tell you, out of the lineup of conservatives at night on Fox, I think Laura Ingraham is the weak link. So maybe that's why they put him on there, that maybe he can compete against her.
Yeah, he's going to be on a little later in California, and so that's better for him.
Yeah, maybe he'll be on in more prime time in California. Hey, Doug, I'm late for a break. I got to run. I just looked at the clock. Oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. We'll be right back.
Steve Kane radio listeners love Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca.
Steve Kane Show. Hold on. Oh man, yeah, you're welcome to call in and wish President Trump a happy birthday. No doubt about it. Well, I'm not a big fan of Jesse Waters, but he's pretty popular, and that's probably why they moved Greg Kelly, because Greg Kelly is very strong. See, if they can get an hour, 10 o'clock is still considered prime time. If Greg Kelly goes up against Laura Ingraham and he can get some good numbers, they can use that to sell to advertising agencies.
Hi, this is Jim, one of your loyal listeners, and I just want to thank you for turning me on to Dr. Gupta. I went over to him yesterday, and I had a great experience, and makes you feel very comfortable over there, and has a beautiful place, and I thank you guys very much. Have a great one.
Dr. Gupta, the official dentist of the Steve Kane Show. Make Dr. Gupta the official dentist of your family. Give him a call. 954-922-4633. 954-922-4633. Online, BrightonDentalCare.com.
Oh, man. We are back. Yes. It is President Trump's birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. President. And that's not some sleazy thing like Marilyn Monroe did to Kennedy. Oh, my God. Well, how disgusting. Marilyn Monroe was practically having sex with President Kennedy on stage. Happy birthday. Oh, my goodness. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Julie from North Carolina.
Hey, Julie in North Carolina. What's up?
I have a tampon theory.
Oh, okay. You're calling in about the tampon maxi pad shortage. Go ahead.
Well, do you remember how they said they were putting tampons in every boy bathroom in the school?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Also, the border, like, you know how you said with the formula at the border, I think they could be sending them to the border too, but it seems weird to me all of a sudden with they announced about the schools and now their shortage.
So you think, okay, public bathrooms at schools and probably federal buildings are doubling up on tampon purchases because tampons are now in the men's room and the boys' rooms of America. Oh, my goodness.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, my goodness. That's probably part of it. And you know they sent a lot of tampons to the southern border. But, you know, I was talking about this on a serious note. I don't think we've ever discussed such things on the radio before, but we didn't have to. This is the thing, okay? Women who use tampons, maxi pads, and baby formula are younger women who Democrats usually take for granted. And you take away from a young woman tampons, maxi pads, and baby formula, she's got to be pretty pissed. I mean, the Democrats are losing younger women that they normally take for granted in droves.
Especially because we know none of their women are going to be pregnant because they like to have abortions.
Well, you know, I was talking to someone here at the radio station after the show yesterday about this. Can you imagine what it must be like dating today? You don't even know what gender people are. It was hard enough to ask a girl out, you know, and hit on a girl. Now you hit on her, and she might tell you she's not a girl. I mean, it's got to be really a mess.
Well, they said you're a bigot if you even wonder or ask. So that's solved already. You don't even wonder or ask.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. Hey, listen. Appreciate the call. Thanks so much. Oh yeah. So let me finish up with Jean-Pierre. She just had a rough day yesterday. She really did, Jean-Pierre. You know why she had a rough day? Because she's not qualified. just like everyone else around Biden. They got qualifications. Okay, we got to get a new press spokesperson. Okay, what boxes have we not checked off? Okay, black and gay, female. Okay, we got those boxes checked off. Jean-Pierre. Yeah, exactly. And then she goes, I am the first. Well, who cares anymore? It's 2022. People don't care about these. If this was 1962 and President Kennedy had announced that he was going to have a black female lesbian as his press spokesperson in 62, now that would be groundbreaking. But in 2022, it's almost like, okay, boring. You know what I mean? So then, but that's why she was picked. And just a disastrous day for her yesterday. Listen.
Quickly, is the president running for re-election?
He hasn't. First of all, let's reset for a second. I cannot talk about elections. I cannot be a political analyst from here.
All she does is talk about politics. What is she talking about?
Or the midterms or anything like that, or including 2024. The president, as you know, has been asked that question many times, and he has answered it. His answer has been pretty simple, which is, yes, he's running for re-election. I can't say more than that.
Oh, you can't say more than that. Okay, so that was her best moment of all yesterday. The other ones I played earlier in the show, you heard, they were just disasters. She was asked, though, about the baby formula. Now, I went to Walmart on Sunday. I did my live stream on YouTube Sunday morning, and I went from there to Walmart to look at the baby formula section. And the shelves of baby formula were almost filled, but it was powder, very little liquid still. So you may be wondering, what has the Biden regime been doing about baby formula? Well, she was asked. Jean-Pierre, the spokesperson for Joe Biden during the White House press briefing yesterday, was asked about the baby formula shortage and what they're doing about it.
First, what is the latest update the White House has received on the current infant formula situation across the country?
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you on that.
So she doesn't even have an answer, okay? She's going to see if they have anything new on that, and she starts to flip through papers. So this means they have been doing nothing about the baby formula crisis. See, it's what I tell you all the time. They have done nothing to fix any of America's problems. They just wait it out, and hopefully they'll fix themselves. But it's really bad. Listen to this.
What is the latest update the White House has received on the current infant formula situation across the country?
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you on that. I think it's been a couple of days.
See, now, if Jean-Pierre were a straight woman, she'd probably have a husband, and she would either have children or be pregnant, and baby formula would be on her mind. But since she's in a gay relationship, she may have children, but she's not going to be pregnant, right? So she just doesn't care.
First,
oh yeah, that thing, formula.
The latest update the White House has received on the current infant formula situation across the country?
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you on that. I think it's been a couple of days since we have been asked that question.
Steve Kane Show. Hey, oh boy, she can't find an answer in her paper. She's looking.
Okay.
Wow. She's searching through her papers for answers, which means they have not even had a conversation at the White House about the baby formula crisis. Wow. Dead air, Jean-Pierre.
I don't have anything new. I know we made some announcements last week. I just don't have them in front of me. But if you want to come back and we'll talk through the things that we have been able to do in the past, the most recent activities that we've done.
Oh my goodness! So they've not even had a conversation. This thing about lesbians getting pregnant and having babies. I remember there was a gay talk show host gay guy, who a lot of you remember, Al Rantel. You guys remember Al Rantel? And he was friends with these two lesbians who you would never know they were lesbians. You would never know. Oh my goodness. But anyway, they were. One of them was trying to get pregnant, and they had a sperm donor who was one of their gay friends, and they had spent $50,000 or more for this artificial sperm donor thing, and it's a lot of money. And I remember I said to Rantel, I said, why doesn't she just have sex with the guy? It's free. Instead of paying over $50,000 and it's not working. And she says, he said, oh no. Her girlfriend does not want the penis to come near her. No. I was like, I guess she was threatened by it. But anyway, callers on hold, stand by. But that exchange right there tells you that Jean-Pierre, there's not been one conversation about the baby formula crisis. So you moms, you dads, you grandparents that have been struggling and searching for baby formula for your children and grandchildren, that's been a big part of the conversation in your life, they're not even talking about the problem at the White House because they do not care. They don't care. That's it. They just don't. They don't care enough to even have a conversation about it. Callers on hold, stand by. We're going to take our break for the bottom of the hour. I'm Brian Craig. You are listening to The Steve Kane Show, Florida's longest running radio show on the radio since 1977. Back after this.
This is Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. Give me a call today to save up to 50% on your insulation and radiant barrier and up to 35% on your electric bill. That's 954-939-1500. 954-939-1500.
Dr. Matez here from the Biostation West Delray. Many of you are familiar with the famous erection injection, an extremely effective treatment for erectile dysfunction made popular right here on the Steve Kane Show. I'm here to tell you that the erection injection is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the extensive array of treatment options now available at the Biostation West Delray. Our custom compounded products yield combinations and dosages that increase the efficacy of Viagra and Cialis greatly. We also offer treatments that can correct the problem at its source, such as PRP and sound wave pulse therapies that restore your natural function. State-of-the-art testing and the most current treatment options all available in one place, the Biostation West Delray. If you want to correct your erectile problems once and for all, call us at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Steve Kane radio listeners love Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca.
I went over to Champagne Automotive, and I got to say that this man is the most fair mechanic I have dealt with in my entire life. We took a car over there that was not being used yet. You know, it belonged to my 90-year-old dad. Everybody I had taken it to before was charging an astronomical amount of money. But when we took it over there, Eddie took a look at it, and I got to say that this man fixed the car, running like a charm. Anybody that needs a mechanic, I strongly recommend Eddie, and he is just the best thing that's happened to this family as far as car maintenance goes. It's fixed. Bottom line, it's fixed, and the price was right.
Champagne Automotive
We're coming back, guys.
Boca will never do a repair on your car.
If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, all right?
Low. Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca.
And everyone, please like the video.
561-245-8101. 561-245-8101.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout
Thank
South
you, Rome,
Florida,
Wisconsin.
from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for...
All right. I'm Brian Craig. It's the Steve Kane Show. Steve Kane will be joining us after the top of the hour break. If you're just tuning in, if callers on hold, stand by. Let me do a quick recap, then to the phones we go. If you're just tuning in, the January 6th Kangaroo Committee has cleared President Trump. They will not have a criminal recommendation out of the committee. The January 6th committee has cleared President Trump. 1,000 witnesses plus over a year of an investigation, and they have cleared President Trump. So that is great news. And what better day to get that news than the birthday of President Trump, which is today. So again, happy birthday to President Trump. Oh man, what a great day. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Oh, hey Andrea, what's up?
Los Angeles, you don't hear anything about that anymore, and I can't find any update online.
Which story? Tell me that again. You cut out of my headphones. I'm sorry.
Remember in October when there was that huge backlog of containers at the port in California?
Oh, yes.
Nobody is talking about that, and if it was resolved, which my guess is it's not, but I just find it interesting that has just now dropped off the face of the earth, and I'm trying to find information right now, and you just can't.
No, you can't, and that story has disappeared, and there's no way it was resolved.
No, absolutely not. It was not resolved, and my guess is it's getting worse. That's why you're not hearing about it.
Well, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things. There's been, I don't know, close to a dozen food plants have had fires. I was talking to a caller in the first hour. I believe the supply chain crisis is almost like a blockade being done by China, because we get so many of our goods from China. They have a lot of influence over the shipping companies because they give the shipping companies their business. So I think that the Chinese have had the shipping companies hang out out at sea with goods to squeeze us.
Forget, China locked down the provinces that they ship from for months and months and months.
Mm-hmm.
So
and also the supply chain is like a congested highway that's moving along at a nice pace at rush hour. It's bumper to bumper, and then there's somebody gets pulled over for a ticket. There's not even an accident, and everybody slows down, rubbernecking, and then you got to back up. So once the supply chain gets involved in a backup, who knows how long it takes to correct.
Popular president in history that the pier had to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Resolved.
Yeah, BS.
In my opinion, all of these shortages, it's all social conditioning. That's exactly what I think it is. It's just getting the public used to seeing empty shelves.
You think so?
To get that through.
Well, what's their agenda? What agenda are they trying to get through with that?
Oh, they're communists. Like, I don't even call them Democrats anymore. They're just communists. They're flat out communists.
Well, a lot of them are, this idea of a democratic socialist, that's a thing, AOC and say. Andrew Dice Clay, in one of his jokes, I can't say the joke, but I can reference it. He used to talk about in his stand-up routine back in the Arsenio Hall days and stuff when he was banned from MTV, this thing about bisexual. He's like, there's no such thing as bisexual. You either blank or you blank, and you guys can find out what the blanks are. Democratic socialist doesn't exist. They're communist. You're right. You're absolutely correct. They are closeted communist. Even Ronald Reagan back in the 60s talked about it. He had that quote from that leading socialist from back in the 30s and 40s who said that Americans will never openly accept socialism, but if you call it, liberalism, they'll accept every last tenet of it, and that's what's going on here. And plus, they're bringing in hundreds of thousands of people from failed socialist systems south of the border, and that's all they know.
Right. And it's really not Putin's price hike. It is Biden's price hike with the Republicans
That's right.
To not only pass the $1 trillion stimulus, but to also send billions to Ukraine.
That's right. That's right. All right, Andrea, thanks for the call. Yeah, she's spot on what she's talking about there. Now, there's a story today. This is crazy. This is a terrible story. Californians, by the thousands, are fleeing to Mexico. Not on vacation. Our cruises, we've been to Mexico on our cruises. 3 stops we've had in Mexico. Not on the next one, though. We're not going next time. Californians by the thousands are fleeing to Mexico amid the soaring cost of living. Americans taking advantage of work from home are reaping the benefits of U.S. salaries, while living off Mexico's cheaper lifestyle. Others are living in Mexico while commuting to work in the United States. Critics have argued the influx of Americans in cities south of the border has begun to price out local Mexicans. It comes amid a wider exodus of Californians to other states across the U.S., including Texas, Washington, and Arizona. And I'm seeing California plates in Florida a lot too, which you do not see very often. A lot of Californians are coming here because, well, it's Ron DeSantis' free Florida, but our climate's similar to California. Many Californians feel forced out by rocketing inflation that has gas, groceries, and cost of living costs soaring. And I mean, I want you to think about this. This is how bad things are. This is how bad things are under Joe Biden's failed presidency, failed leadership, and just complete incompetence. I mean, you hear how Jean-Pierre's handling the baby formula. She doesn't even have an answer. They haven't talked about it in weeks. And then when they talked about it, they weren't trying to fix it. They were just trying to have some spin to put out there in the media. But, yeah, that's exactly right. But think about this. Things are so bad in the United States that Americans have to flee America to go to a third world country so that they can afford to live and eat and have shelter. And I know everyone wants to blame Newsom in California. And California, the land of the fruit and nuts has the highest prices of all these things. But they weren't fleeing to Mexico under Trump. It's Biden. And Newsom was there when Trump was there. It's a terrible thing that's going on. Now, listen, Sunday is Father's Day. Very big day. And go to MyPillow.com. And with our promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, you are going to find incredible Father's Day gifts. The MyPillow bathrobe, 30% off with the promo code Kane at checkout, Kane. There's not a MAGA dad in America that does not want a MyPillow bathrobe. That's right. The MyPillow My Slippers, $90 off, $49.98 with the promo code Kane at checkout, Kane. That's a Father's Day special on the MyPillow My Slippers. And, of course, a great Father's Day gift, and this is an incredible deal offered right now. And you can have these items delivered straight to Dad. The MyPillow 3-inch mattress topper. Out of all the MyPillow products I have, the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper is the most life-changing. We got this because my wife was suffering from back pain. We have a relatively new mattress. We put it on the bed. She woke up after one night. Back pain gone, never returned. 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper. I sleep the whole night through. It turns your entire bed into one big, comfortable MyPillow. And you know what? It comes in every mattress size, from twin all the way up to California King and even Split King and every size of mattress in between, including the hard-to-find RV Queen. These are great for your kids, too. Your kids will love them. The MyPillow 3-inch mattress topper, 30% off, and you get a free set of MyPillow sheets when you use our promo code Kane. The 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper has 3 layers. Layer 1 is made of the MyPillow patented foam. It's a solid piece that provides superior support and durability. Layer 2 of the MyPillow 3-inch mattress topper is made of traditional foam. It provides optimal comfort, evenly distributes your body weight, and helps relieve those pressure points. The third layer is a cover made from phase change material to keep your body temperature regulated throughout the night, and that's amazing. You're Goldilocks. You're perfect. Perfect temperature, always, regardless of what the room temperature or weather is like. 30% off the 3-inch MyPillow mattress topper and a free set of MyPillow sheets when you use the promo code Kane at checkout, Kane. You can also order by phone, 1-800-716-4879. 1-800-716-4879. Promo code Kane, Kane.
Bowman's Home Security is giving away a free video doorbell camera, a free home security system, and professional installation when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. How would you like a free doorbell camera? Call 1-833-283-5050 and Sloman's will give you a free doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with installation of your Sloman Shield. The system includes an LED touchscreen, motion detector, 3 contacts, a backup battery, and a professionally installed video doorbell camera. Call now, 1-833-283-5050. That's 1-833-283-5050.
Attention seniors and those who care about them. How would you like to have instant access to a Medicare advocate at the touch of a button? You can for less than $1 a day with I Will Advocates. I Will Advocates will assist you with doctor appointment scheduling, pharmacy issues, billing problems, plan benefits, Medicare applications. They'll even help when you're in the hospital. I Will Advocate clients are family, and they go to bat for their family when you need them the most. Let them be your golden guardians. Contact I Will Advocates right now online at iwilladvocates.com or call them directly 954-345-1214. No matter where you're located throughout the state of Florida or nationwide, 954-345-1214. 954-345-1214.
Hey, it's John Tesh. Are you a sales professional looking to take your career to the next level? Join the sales team of one of the fastest growing radio stations in Palm Beach County. We're looking for a self-motivated closer to join the ranks and be a part of not only the most fun radio group in South Florida, but the one that pays the highest commissions. Email your resume to jobs@vcmglive.com. You could be a part of a great industry that's fun and has a six-figure income potential. So if you're a sales professional who has worked in the advertising sales industry or a recent college graduate looking to start your career, email your resume to jobs@vcmglive.com. A great job with the highest radio sales commissions in Palm Beach County awaits you. VCMG is an equal opportunity employer.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWN.
All right, welcome back. I'm Brian Craig. It's the Steve Kane Show. Steve Kane will be joining us after the top of the hour break. If you're just tuning in, the January 6th committee has cleared President Trump. Let me play the audio for people that are just tuning in. I'm not kidding. The January 6th committee has cleared President Trump. There will be no criminal referral. Here's Bennie Thompson, the chairman of the committee.
Mr. Thompson, what is your personal opinion? Do you think that Donald Trump committed a crime, and would you prefer that the Justice Department investigated him or even indicted him?
Well, I prefer that we complete our work and share that work with the Department of Justice, and they will make that call after that.
They're the prosecutors, not the legislators.
Do you feel like you have evidence to show they committed a crime?
That's not why we work. We're looking for the facts and circumstances that brought about January 6th.
They're legislators.
And that's what we're doing.
There you go. So now, no criminal referral. No criminal referral. So the January 6th Kangaroo Committee, over a year of witnesses, 1,000 or more witnesses. Think about that. And they've just cleared him. No criminal referral. That's absolutely amazing. Now, we keep hearing, oh, it's MAGA's a threat, MAGA's a problem. Insurrection, all this stuff. Look around. Last week, a Democrat traveled from California to Washington, D.C. to assassinate a Supreme Court Justice, Kavanaugh's entire family. But we're the threat? A Democrat did that. Listen to this. Listen to this. 2 individuals were caught on video vandalizing and attempting to set fire to the Washington State House Republican election campaign office early Monday morning. In a video posted to Republican Representative J.T. Wilcox's Twitter account, the 2 suspects can be seen approaching the building with a hammer and a flare. Now we know Democrats attacking. Democrats attacking. Again. But we're the problem? One suspect wearing jeans and a black sweatshirt busted out windows to the Republican office building with a hammer. He shielded his identity behind a mask. After the windows were shattered, the second suspect, wearing khaki shorts, a gray sweatshirt, and a bucket hat, I'm not sure what a bucket hat is, followed shortly behind and threw a lit flare inside the Republican office building. Both suspects are believed to be male. They were fortunate, it's being reported, that the building survived after the lit flare was tossed onto the floor of Representative Andrew Barkis's office, which also houses the office of the House Republican Organizational Committee. The office building includes offices for businesses owned by Barkis. Oh my goodness. And at least I mean, this is, but we're the problem? You know, this thing about Kavanaugh, which Biden, to my knowledge, Joe Biden has not condemned the Kavanaugh attack yet. You know, thankfully they got this Democrat animal who traveled, think about this, he traveled across the American continent, this Democrat, to do that. But MAGA's the problem? You can't get farther away than he was and still be on the continent. I mean, it's amazing, unless he came from Alaska, you know. But we're the problem? And this, you know what he was trying to do, don't you? He was trying to get Biden another appointment to the damn court, that animal. That's how sick these people are. And you know what? After that story broke, those Democrat activists, maybe they're upset that they can't get tampons and maxi pads during the shortage. I don't know. But they were at Kavanaugh's house protesting later that same day. They don't even have the sense to stop it after that attempt. Our number's toll free, 1-888-GO-KANE-1. 888-465-2631. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Talking to me?
Sounds like you.
Okay. You know, with all this being...
Yeah. Who? Those that, people that say they're gay, what percentage are they of the population? I don't know.
Very small, sure.
Okay, well, what's the point of that?
Well, everybody, every time we turn around, somebody else, got a gay agenda going on.
Yeah.
The story of mother asking for security.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Joe Biden's grandchild, through Hunter Biden, that was born out of wedlock, the mother has requested protection for the grandchild, and Biden has refused it. Do you know why that is? I know why.
No, well, I'm not sure. What is it?
Well, because he's a scumbag lowlife, and Biden, if he were to provide security for that child, who needs it, because there's a lot of press and tabloid press, you know, he would acknowledge responsibility for his grandchild, and he does not want himself or Hunter to have any type of responsibility, including financial, for that child. That's why.
Well, and other thing, what a national calamity it'd be if this child...
Well, we don't need to get into all that stuff, of course. I mean, but that just goes to the type of person that Joe Biden is. Not a very good one. Not a good one at all. In fact, a lowlife. Now, this is just something I wanted to make a mention of, and then we'll break for the top, and then Steve Kane will be joining us. We haven't talked about this conflict with Disney going on for a while. There's been a big firing at Disney, and it's not getting much press coverage, but I just wanted to mention it here. Call is on hold, stand by. A chairman for the Disney company has been fired. I've forgotten his name. I'm trying to get his name here. I know his last name is Rice. I cannot remember his first name. But they fired this chairman at Disney. His name is Rice. Okay. He is the vocal executive, the most vocal, high-ranking executive at Disney that publicly came out against Ron DeSantis' parental rights bill that they called the Don't Say Gay bill. And this is a major move by Disney that's causing them a lot of problems, because he's the guy who started this whole movement inside the company that's caused them their city status. It's cost them a lot of people. You know, I have not been to Walt Disney World in months, and you guys know I have an annual pass. My wife and daughter, their passes came up for renewal. We didn't renew them. Okay, I've got it for a year. It's it's paid for. Yeah, and I just renewed it not that long ago. I don't know when it expires, but we did not renew my wife's pass or my daughter's pass. And a lot of people have not been doing that. And the company's gotten hit hard, and they got rid of it. It's not going to be enough. They got to do more than this. And there's some reports that the employees are just having a fit over this. But he's the executive that started this thing that's cost them a lot, Disney. So if you've noticed, there have been some conservative wins against the wokesters in the corporate world. Netflix had a mass wave of cancellations over their wokeness, and they've corrected that. Disney, this is a small step. It's not, the biggest thing, but at least they're doing something to try to show that they're responding to people. So, what's going on with the left, they don't like it. Conservatives are now activists. They were not conservative activists in the past, but now conservatives as a group are activists. And when something happens, they get activated. And they are very good activists, MAGA and conservative activists, and effective. There's a lot of effective activism coming in, and we're having a lot of victories, more than you realize, because the liberal mainstream media don't report our victories because they don't want us to publicly have them. They don't want to acknowledge them. Media bias is not just a left-wing spin on a story. Media bias also involves what stories you cover and which stories you don't cover. All right? And part of the media bias going on is they're not covering the victories of conservative MAGA activists against Netflix, this little small victory with Disney. But it's the beginning of something. At least they're acknowledging their company executives screwed up, and there's more firings coming over this. All right, we're coming up on the top of the hour. Steve Kane will be joining us after the break. My name is Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest running radio show. Indeed it is, on the radio since 1977. Our number is toll-free from anywhere, 1-888-GO-KANE-1. 888-465-2631. We'll be right back.
Talk of South Florida, 95.3, 96.9, AM 1470, WWNN Pompano Beach, a VCMG Live station.
Oh, man. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and like the video if you're already subscribed, guys. That helps me so much. When you like the video, it recommends to the YouTube algorithm this video to people that have not yet discovered this channel. So that's why I ask you to like the video. By the way, is Sarah in the chat? Sarah from Colorado? Sarah texted me that, I know some of you guys have seen this, that mugshot. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, Sarah texted me that mugshot of Pelosi's husband that's morphed his face and her face. That photograph is so disgusting and stomach-turning. I wish you wouldn't have sent that, Sarah. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can show it to you without giving away all our numbers. Yeah. This one? I mean, I really did not need to see this, Sarah. Okay? What do you mean, kind of cool, the shirt? I mean, gee whiz. I know. I can feel like the throw up coming out of the back of my throat looking at this picture. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I wore this Trump's birthdays today. So.
01.
This is Lori.
Oh, man.
I want to talk to you about Tom Laporta at Laporta Contract.
We needed a new roof. No gross pictures, please.
But we just procrastinated. We saw wet spots on the ceilings.
Looks like a Romulan.
Tom Laporta, and he came out and did a
I know.
you,
Sarah text messaged me that picture, and when I woke up this morning, I checked my text messages. I checked that one first, and I was like, oh, gross. It helped wake me up a little bit, get me out of bed, though.
So they removed all the popcorn, they cleaned everything up, they painted, they sealed inside and out. Everything is beautiful. And I have to tell you, when we get those hard South Florida rainstorms, it is such a pleasure to listen to the raindrops on the...
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Debbie. Welcome to all the members. By the way, you members of the channel, I put up a video just for members yesterday. You can check that out.
Call Tom Laporta for a free roof inspection. He does residential and commercial properties.
Yeah, I might have to delete that. I might have to delete the thread, because I just pulled up my text messages, and then Sarah, because I just opened up, was right there. Steve Kane Show. No. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guests alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
You're listening to the Steve Kane Radio Show, the longest-running radio show in Florida, on the air since 1977. This year celebrating 45
Oh, man.
years
Here we go.
Now, Steve Kane with...
All right, the third hour has begun. I'm Brian Craig, Steve Kane joining us. Steve? Well, it's a great... Today is the birthday of the greatest president ever. Donald Trump's birthday is today. Yeah. Yeah, but there's some sad news. There is the baby formula shortage has spread. There is now a tampon maxi pad shortage in America. It's being reported today. I mean, the women. I mean, they've got it. The Democrats have to really be losing the female vote. No baby formula, no maxi pads, no tampons. I mean, you know. Now, I wanted to play this one clip from earlier in the show with Jean-Pierre, because this one is let me pull this one up. Where is this at? Okay. The baby, I know that parents and grandparents have been spending all of their non-working hours trying to get baby formula for their kids, right? And, you know, my wife has even bought online some baby formula locally and sent me to the post office on Saturday. I mailed baby formula out of state to people, friends of ours, that we were able to get here. I know that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's Biden's America, right? But Jean-Pierre, the White House press spokesperson, was asked what's the update in the briefing yesterday. What are they doing about the baby formula crisis? And it was scary. Listen to this. This is yesterday.
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I think it's been...
Okay, now what's happening here is she's going through her files, and just a little heads up, there's going to be some dead air here, okay, which we don't normally like in radio, but you need, for effect, I think it needs to be heard. Look at this, going through the papers. Wow. That means there has not even been a conversation about the baby formula at the White House.
It shows that there wasn't a conversation.
Not one. Not one. I mean, it's total proof. So if you're a parent and a grandparent who is desperate to feed your baby and you're working hard, they don't give a damn at the White House. They're not even talking about it.
Seeing such incompetence in a president, it's just astounding. And not only are the people on top totally oblivious, but everybody they hired, everybody underneath them, nobody knows what's going on.
And they don't care. All they care about is their critical race theory, having the southern border remain open, money laundering through Ukraine funding. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything. And yeah.
Covering up and coming up with cute little ways of covering their incompetence.
Yeah, that's right. So, and also for those just tuning in, the big story of the day, the chairman of the January 6th Kangaroo Committee has cleared President Trump. There will not be a criminal referral from the committee for criminal prosecution. So Trump's been cleared again, Steve.
It's amazing that they announced that.
Well, it was reluctant, and they
on the scenes.
Yeah, we got nothing. That's what went on.
Dramatic.
We got nothing.
Not only that, but that's not the amazing part. The amazing part is that they were forced to announce it. That's the amazing part.
Well, I
understand that, talking in the men's room over the Kotex machine or whatever.
The what machine?
Kotex, I think?
What is that? I don't know what that is. What's a Kotex machine?
It's the early ancestor of the MaxiPad.
Oh, okay.
What?
I think that's a brand.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've heard of that. Okay, you caught me off guard there. You said men's room and...
A very popular one.
Oh, okay.
A men's room near you.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing that they didn't just sit on that. Somebody pressured them to do that.
And think about it. They've had a year of hearings, over 1,000 witnesses, and Trump is the most cleared man in history.
That's not the end of it, I mean...
Now they have something else.
Oh, I'm talking about that. The January 6th, they're going to be getting mileage through the election.
But they got nothing here on it. They had a year-long... This is the January 6th committee, and they said no criminal referral. So... Yeah, but they admitted it. Yeah. Okay, so Garland, the
astounding part is your lack of support of Disney, because I know how much you love that company. And
I haven't supported them. I haven't been in months.
I'm saying that's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you have a Disney addiction.
Nah,
Roll with it.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. So Garland, the Attorney General, the press was just in a meltdown yesterday. So the January 6th committee clears President Trump, and the media just have a freak out. So they run over to the Justice Department and try to get the Attorney General Garland to do something. And let me play this. This is Garland yesterday.
Well, I wanted to ask you whether you had a chance to look at the hearings or watch the hearings on Capitol Hill on the January 6th by the January 6th committee, and if you've learned anything perhaps that could be useful in the Justice Department's work.
So I am watching, and I will be watching all the hearings, although I may not be able to watch all of it live, but I'll be sure that I'll be watching all of it, and I can assure you that the January 6th prosecutors are watching all the hearings as well. On this...
And watching. Okay, they're going to watch them. Doesn't sound like they've seen much there.
It doesn't.
No. Yeah. I know. I mean, that's amazing. There was such a buildup.
Not going anywhere. They get to...
No, but if they don't have anything now on January, I think they believed when this started they would have found some. They thought they could have turned someone against him, something. I don't know, but for them to admit no criminal referral, I think they were really. The first call of the day was a liberal caller who was on hold before the show started, and they were so depressed. Like it's Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had a lot riding on this. I mean, in the, the people on the January 6th Kangaroo Committee, I mean, they have like the final stages of Trump derangement syndrome. No one has Trump derangement syndrome more than those people. And even they can't come up with one little shred of anything where they can do this criminal referral, which they were expecting to do. It's amazing when you look at this. I mean, President Trump says he's been investigated more than what, Billy the Kid or whoever, But Donald Trump holds the world record for the number of times being cleared. He's been cleared in the impeachments. He was cleared with the committee here. Mueller cleared him. I mean, this guy, he has been cleared of serious, serious claims time and time and time again. And there's never been someone cleared of so much. None. I mean, it's historic in nature. And hey, listen, the January 6th committee clearing President Trump, I like how they timed it, right for the president's birthday today. Yeah. Did you see this story of this lunatic mayor of D.C.? She's breaking the law. She has defaced the flag of the United States. She is, there are laws. Okay, you can burn an American flag. Okay, it's free speech. Liberals, they used to love doing that. They kind of stopped doing it. Al Rentel?
Remember, he burned a flag in the parking lot of the...
He burned a Confederate flag. Al Rentel invited black people to come to the radio station to burn a Confederate flag. What's stupid. But anyway, while you can burn a flag, there are laws on flying the flag, the American flag, and they have defaced the flag. The D.C. mayor has added a 51st star to the American flag and flying 51-star U.S. flags on Pennsylvania Avenue. I guess Flag Day is today. Flag with an L Day. You got to be careful because it's Pride Month. You have to make sure people know what you're saying. Flag with an L Day, but she's doing this for Flag Day with an L, in case you missed the L. And there's this big push for the D.C. statehood today, which of course, if they become a state, they get 2 senators, right? So then we're screwed. There'd be 102 instead of 100 senators in the Senate, and that's why they push for that. It's not going to happen, but they push for it all the time so that they get those 2 senators so they can throw the Senate out of balance. We would,
They're never going to be...
Get statehood for D.C.? Because the reason that D.C. is not a state or part of a state and is this weird District Columbia thing is because if it were to become a state, the state government would have authority over the federal government. The city of D.C. has a mayor and city council, but they have to answer to a congressional committee. I can't remember if it's a House or a Senate committee, but it might even be joint. I don't remember. But there's a congressional committee that oversees the government of D.C. The mayor and all of them are very weak. So if they're a state, that means the governor of Washington, D.C. would be in charge of the Senate and the House and the president.
The additions to the Supreme Court, do you think?
Oh, I would not be shocked at all. What's Biden got to lose? You mean adding members?
That's right up their alley.
Do you know that he has not condemned the assassination attempt on Kavanaugh and his family from last week? He's not condemned it yet?
It's outrageous. I mean, the whole thing is outrageous.
I know. And they still have not passed the security bill for the justices. McConnell said...
Disgrace.
Well, the thing with... Okay, a lot of people don't understand. They have U.S. Marshals guarding them now because the Democrats are threatening them, and they had that session. Yeah, they have federal marshals now. They usually don't have any security because they've never needed it before, and these Democrats, because of that leak, they've been triggered. And what they need is a permanent security detail organization like the president, vice president, and the Speaker of the House have with Secret Service. They need a permanent protection plan and organization. I don't know if it's Secret Service, Marshals, I don't know who, that can guard them and their families all the time because they need it now. Something they've never needed before. But we're the threat. MAGA's the threat. But it's the Democrats that are threatening. But here's the thing about it. Even on The View, they were openly talking about, why should they get protection? AOC was talking about this. They won't, after the Texas shooting, they won't come together on gun control. The Democrats don't believe that they deserve protection. They think that Kavanaugh brought that on himself. They almost act like that Amy Coney Barrett and these people are deserving of it. Yeah. But if you hear their tone, that's what they're saying. They don't deserve protection, and they brought it upon themselves. Biden has the lowest approval rating of any president in modern times, right? There are so many opportunities where he could come out and do something, the right thing, and look good. If he came out, that's right. No.
Collection of bad decisions.
Well, if, for example, he could come out right now and say and condemn the assassination attempt on Kavanaugh and his family, which he has not done, and demand that Congress take immediate action to protect these people. And until then, I am ordering the Secret Service to give immediate protection to the Supreme Court justices and their families. He won't do that. He won't do anything. And I don't know if it's just stupidity or if he's checked out. I don't know. But that's something he could do.
Advised.
Yeah.
People that are out of it.
Yeah.
Extremists.
But that's an action he could take that doesn't really require any action. He just has to say it. I was against that, and I've ordered the Secret Service to protect them. But he won't until this is
He listens to would never approve of that.
Yeah. Well, who's he listening to then? Who are these people?
$64,000 question.
All right, listen, we're going to... Yeah. Maybe so. Yep. All right, listen, we're going to take our first break of the last hour. It's the Steve Kane Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. Steve Kane is here. I'm Brian. We'll be right back.
This is Scott from Cut My Kilowatts. If you call or text me on my cell phone, I will analyze your home and your FPL.
Steve Kane Show.
And I can quote you on insulation, cuts, and radiant barrier. Call me now, and I'll show you how to save up to 30 to 40% on your electric bill this month and for every month from here till eternity. 954-939-1500. That's 954-939-1500. Call now. Get up to 50% off and receive an additional $500 on over 2,000 square feet of radiant barrier.
Steve Kane Show.
$1,000 off on 4,000 square feet of
Hold
radiant
on.
barrier. Call or text me now. 954-939-1500. That's 954-939-1500. Or you can find me on the web at cutmykilowatts.com.
Sloman's Home Security is giving away a free video doorbell camera, a free home security
By the way,
system,
no matter where you are, you can take advantage of this.
When you use their low-cost central station monitoring. How would you like a free doorbell camera? Call 1-833-283-5050 and Sloman's will give you a free doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with installation of your Sloman Shield. The system includes an LED touchscreen, motion detector, 3 contacts, a backup battery, and a professionally installed video doorbell camera. Call now 1-833-283-5050. That's 1-833-283-5050.
Do you suffer from neuropathy, back pain, shoulder pain, or osteoarthritis? Stop the suffering and stop the pain. Call Lighthouse Medical Center, 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation when you mention you heard them on the radio. 754-222-6642 or online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for W.
Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey there, Brian. It's Ben from Pompano.
Hey, Ben.
So I want to bring up a point that you guys were just talking about, what is Biden thinking? And this is something you touched on earlier, Brian, where you said he has a history of being a senator, so he doesn't really actually do anything. He relies on his staffers to do all the work. And I just wanted to, underscore this point. The other day I was reading that he's upset with his staff for not coming up with better ideas to lower gas. I just wanted to highlight the point that you guys are.
He said that? He said that?
It was.
Oh, it's been in the papers.
He's waiting on his staff. Oh my goodness.
And so when you look at someone like Trump or DeSantis, where you know they're executives, you know they're calling the shot, and they only use their staff as like support, and like when they're spread too thin. Biden's the opposite. Biden's the opposite. He relies on his staff to do all.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Do you know what this is true. What two professions have the longest living people in them? The two longest living professions in America.
One has to be politicians.
No, not politicians. It's a little more specific. Close.
Time ago, I once heard conductors, because them moving their arms keeps their heart healthy.
Conductors? No. Train conductors? No. And I'm serious, and this will make sense to you. And this is not a joke. This is true. The two professions in America that have the longest life expectancy are United States senators and college professors, because they do nothing. I mean, look at Dianne Feinstein. And Biden and college professors. I mean, they're ancient because they're stress-free jobs because they do nothing.
I know, and that's the thing. There's talk now about how the president of the United States is supposed to be one of the most demanding jobs ever, and you're constantly being bombarded by probably the most pressure in the world. But Biden, for him, it doesn't seem like that. He's
That's
going
true,
to Delaware on Fridays at 12 o'clock, so it's like it really doesn't.
Well, here's the thing about Delaware. Do you know that the visitor logs in Delaware have not been released to the press? And this is what's going on, okay? He is doing his dirty dealings in Delaware. He can't do them in the White House because the White House visitor logs are public. So because that's his home. The visitor logs in Delaware are not public. So he does all of his corruption in Delaware, not the White House. If you read Peter Schweitzer's book, he had so many corrupt dealings at the White House, Obama told him he couldn't do it anymore. He had to have meetings. Yeah, Obama said no more White House meetings. You're meeting with too many corrupt people. Because it's on the log. Yeah, no, I'm serious. It's on the logs. Because Obama said this is all logged. All the visitors are logged.
Oh my God.
So that's what Delaware's all about.
Jeez. Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. But for sure, I mean, he's good at being, a corrupt pig, but he's not good at anything else. I mean, he can't even call the shots. He has to rely on people who he probably doesn't even know. He got Ron Klain and everything, but everything under there is probably like.
Well, listen. Everyone should go out and get Laptop from Hell by Miranda Devine, and I recommend the audio book. The audio, I got the regular book, and I started reading it, and it was interesting. And then I had a road trip, so I got the audio book and was listening in the car. And I mean, I didn't care where I was going. I could have driven to Nome, Alaska. This book is that. I mean, Biden is so corrupt he doesn't even know he's corrupt. He doesn't know another way.
Yeah, right. He's become a nerd to it, where now he just thinks it's like, when you do something for so long, you just you become immune to the actual mental consequences that usually weigh on you, and now he just thinks it's business as usual.
He's like one of those Batman supervillains.
It's a great word you use, sir. Inured. You never hear that word anymore. Inured. It means used to.
Perfectly to him. Yeah, it applies perfectly because he thinks that's it's institutionalized. It's like someone who's been in prison their whole life and they don't know how to live any other way. He's been corrupt.
Well, what happens? Someone does 30, 40 years in prison, they get out, they reoffend. So they go back, they don't know.
Biden's never gotten out, so.
And let me tell you, you see this in Laptop from Hell. His wife, everyone thinks she looks like a librarian. She's been with him for all these years, and she raised Hunter. Okay? So she's just as dirty as he is. She just, although she...
Not in on it, right? So...
Of course. All right, take care. She's like Tony Soprano's wife. If you remember The Sopranos, Tony Soprano's wife knew everything he did. She just didn't care because she wanted the money and the lifestyle. That's Jill.
Had to tune it out.
Yeah. But she doesn't have to turn it out. She enjoys it.
I'm talking about Mrs. Soprano.
Well, Mrs. Soprano is now the First Lady. Jill Biden. Oh, by the way, today, starting in the afternoon, begins the new lineup on Newsmax TV. Greta Van Susteren is back. She's going to be on Newsmax TV starting today at 6 p.m. Eastern. So they're doing a lot of hype around her. She's been off the air for a while, and sometimes when people are gone for a while, they get rusty. And I honestly don't remember her show too much, Steve. It's been so long.
Yeah, it was a forgettable show. I was never a big fan of Greta's.
Yeah, I can't. And I'll tell you a thing about. Well, there's two things about Greta Van Susteren that gives me a little caution. Okay, one, she's a Scientologist. A lot of people. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's a Scientologist. You didn't know that? Yeah.
Kidding.
That's right. Which means she probably knows Tom Cruise and John Travolta, but Scientologists are weird. And I don't trust Scientologists.
It's scary.
Yeah. I don't trust Scientologists.
In my sordid past, I wasn't part of the organization, but we used to do exposés on them. In the old days.
Yeah, they were thugs.
They sure were.
They would harass people and do all kinds of things.
People, they come right after.
Well, yeah. So she's a Scientologist. So right out the gate, to me, that's a red flag. Not to be a bigot or anything, but I just, maybe I am. I'm an anti-Scientologist. Let me tell you, Leah Remini, the actress, did an entire television series. She's an ex-Scientologist. She grew up in the Scientology church, and she was in it even when she was like a big actress in Hollywood and everything. And she did this series, this exposing Scientology, and it is weirder and more abusive than you ever would imagine. So that's one problem with Greta Van Susteren. And the other problem is when O.J. Simpson was acquitted of 2 murders that he was clearly guilty of, he liked Greta Van Susteren's legal analysis of his criminal trial so much, he invited her to the celebration when he went back home after he got away with killing 2 people. She went to the party.
Got damaged in that same O.J. Simpson scandal. Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo decided, he does this, in fact he still has a habit of doing this, of jumping on issues of unpopular causes, sticking up for the underdog, and his coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial was disgraceful. And
he had a relationship with, he was friends with Nicole Brown Simpson's sister. I remember somebody confronted him in a restaurant with the sister, and he got into a fight in a restaurant with Nicole's sister. Yeah, he was a nut.
Was a charmer.
Oh yeah, he's a class act. He's a class act.
Really?
But you used to be friends with him. Now you.
Let's not go into that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they got a lot riding on Greta Van Susteren over there, and I love Newsmax, and I don't have anything really. I mean, I'm suspicious of Greta Van Susteren. I just don't remember her being a strong personality or a host. And then they put on at 7 o'clock. Rob Schmidt is now on at 7 o'clock on Newsmax starting tonight. He is very good, Steve. You probably have never seen him. He's very good.
I perused the Newsmax.
He's very, very good. Very good.
I'm just too firmly hooked.
On Fox.
Another station that we won't make.
Fox News. But then what they've done with Eric Bolling has been a disaster on Newsmax. They put him on at 8 against Tucker. That's the dead zone.
Yeah. I think Tucker's starting to grind on me a little bit. He's getting a little bit too full of himself.
Oh, really? That's the beginning of the end. Ego. Ego. That's the beginning of
holds up over time. As much as I complain about him, not Geraldo, but damn.
Jesse Waters? Ugh.
Darn it, things just...
I need more than that to figure it out. Well, anyway, it's time for a break anyway. We'll take our break for the bottom of the hour. if you're on hold, stand by. Our number toll-free, 888-GO-CANE-1, 888-465-2631. We'll be right back. Radio, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, I'm calling from Sunrise, Florida. How you doing, buddy?
All right, Sunrise, Florida.
I went to Friendly Tire. Listen, man, that guy, Mike, and there's two guys that are with him working here. I couldn't believe the price I got on my tires. My car is running so smooth, and the tires, I don't know how that guy's even in business. The money that I spent, and I called Costco, Sam's Club, they wanted triple of what he sold me the two brand new tires for. So I wanted to thank you on that. And he went out of his way. He called me right back. I was in and out of there in 20 minutes.
Friendly Tire in Margate. Friendly Mike. He'll give you a quote right over the phone, and he has thousands of used tires in stock. New tires as low as $70 a tire. And when you call Friendly Mike for a price on new and used tires, remember that is out the door and on the road. He doesn't charge you to balance the tire, to mount the tire, or even dispose of your used tire. He gives you the flat price out the door and on the road when he gives you a quote over the phone. I bought both new and used tires at Friendly Tire in Margate. Here's his number. He will give you a quote right over the phone, 954-977-9445. 954-977-9445. Friendly Tire in Margate.
Hi folks, Dr. Matez here, now with the Biostation West Delray. At Biostation West Delray, we continue to offer the highest level of experience and care you can find in the realm of hormone pellet and hormone replacement therapies. But that's just the start. We offer a full array of age management modalities, including state-of-the-art treatments for erectile dysfunction, sexual dysfunction in women, physical and sexual rejuvenation, and quite frankly, any sign or symptom of aging that you may have. And don't forget, we offer the complete array of all cosmetic modalities, including Botox, fillers, lasers, etc. Better energy, better sleep, better performance, and looks to die for. If this all sounds good to you, call us at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWN.
All right, we're back. I'm Brian. Steve Kane is here. Our number toll-free, 1-888-GO-CANE-1. Yeah.
We were gossiping about, as we do, about talk shows and talk show hosts.
Yeah.
Hannity was the one I wanted to comment on. Hannity has gotten a lot more bearable to me. Finally went up to him off the air and must have told him to stop the bleep talking about himself.
Yeah.
Think of it, my mother was a prison warden and, my jiu-jitsu and all this crap.
Yeah.
Tired story again and again and again and again. The kind of moment where you're driving in your car and you just have to roll your eyes. Oh my God, I gotta listen to that again. Because you've heard each of these little anecdotes that he thinks paint him in a heroic image.
Yeah.
He's not as annoying the things that used to annoy me are gone.
Well, okay, I'll tell you the thing about Hannity, okay? This is the thing about Hannity. He's a nice guy. I met him once in private, not in a fame way, and he's cool. He has a lot of guilt, though, for his great wealth and success, so he's always got to sound like Joe Sixpack. You know what I mean? He's always trying to sound like the common man because he's got guilt. He's got guilt. So the January 6th Kangaroo Committee has cleared President Trump, okay? And that comes from the chairman of the committee. And Liz Cheney, who is the daughter of a war criminal, Dick Cheney, who lied. I mean, she really makes me sick. How many millions of people have been killed, wounded, maimed, and had their lives destroyed because her dad lied about weapons of mass destruction? And she's calling out Donald Trump as an immoral man and criminal. She's out of her mind. But when the chairman of the January 6th committee came out and cleared President Trump yesterday, Liz Cheney had a meltdown.
You just said it too many times. Like,
Yeah.
held to jump in here. I don't want to become like the liberals.
Mm.
It's misleading to say that they cleared him.
No, it's not.
They have cleared him of anything criminal.
Correct.
Believe me, yes, but that's not clearing. No one. They didn't get up and announce, "Oh, we've looked into this and everything he did was okay." They didn't clear. They will never clear him.
Not directly. They did it indirectly, but he's been cleared by the committee. No criminal referral.
Yes, he's been cleared of committing a crime, which is what we figured they were.
That's right. No criminal. But Liz Cheney had a meltdown about this, and she took to the Twitter, and this is what Liz Cheney, who's about to lose her primary, she tweeted this. The January 6th Select Committee has not issued a conclusion regarding potential criminal referrals. We will announce a decision on that at an appropriate time. So what's going on right now is Bennie Thompson, who is the chairman of the committee, is having the screws put to him. He cleared President Trump. He did it in front of the entire media, and now they're putting the screws to him. They're putting pressure on him, and they'll use whatever tactics they have to get him to reverse that.
Was to take it back.
No. They're going to make him. They're going to make him an offer he cannot refuse to walk that back. That's what they're doing right now. Bennie Thompson is being intimidated. Unless he plays ball real quick, they're telling him, you got to walk that back. You got to walk that back. That we spent a year, 1,000 witnesses. This is not this is not the conclusion we agreed upon before the hearing started. And it's true, and they're putting the screws to him. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I expect him to walk it back, but this is like the horse head in the bed in The Godfather. They're putting pressure on him. They're threatening him. Unless he just immediately says, "Okay, I shouldn't have said that." They'll do whatever they got to do to get him to walk that back. This is not, this is a new America we're in. This is you got to wash it too. This is not the same country it was a year and a half ago. It just is.
Say it. These are scary times. They're very scary times because the administration is basically, I don't know how to say it.
Well, yeah. Well, this thing with the committee. Yeah, that's exactly right. This thing with the committee, with Liz Cheney's response to the chairman, listen, people in Congress has always been filled with corrupt public officials, but they did it in secret. Now we're seeing them do it openly. Like yesterday, a lot of people yesterday, I saw some of the analysis on Fox yesterday for the hearings, and they were, "Oh, it's over. Trump's in trouble. It's over. It's over. Look at this." This court, it's like if it were a court, would be like the defense didn't have a voice. This was completely one-sided. If Matt Gaetz, yeah,
venting our rage. I don't know what the hell Barr was.
Well, you don't understand Barr. No, it's easy, Barr.
I expected more from him.
Oh, I don't know why. Okay, this is what people don't understand about Barr. Barr, he turned his back on Trump. He never was with Trump. See? He never was with Trump. This is the thing. Barr, remember, Barr was the Attorney General for Bush 1, right? He was friends with Robert Mueller. They went to their children's weddings, okay? Mueller was wrapped up in that investigation of Trump. They had nothing. And Mueller was in a position he couldn't get out of it. They brought Barr in so he could save Mueller and get him out of that investigation. He was always a Trump hater, Barr. He never was on Trump's side. He was never there for Trump, about Trump, or anything else. He was there to help his friend from the deep state, Robert Mueller. So this thing of him in these hearings trashing Trump, that's just you've seen him honestly. He got rid. Did Barr quit? But he was going to be fired. He quit before he got fired. You know. But Barr, what you saw yesterday was just Barr like he normally talks behind closed doors. When he goes on TV, he tries to act like he's always been against Trump. He was brought in to help screw Trump. Okay? And Trump knew that, but they wanted the Mueller thing to go. And Mueller had, so that's why he was brought. He's always been anti-Trump. He's never been for Trump. But I'll tell you something that everyone is for. Wings Plus on Sample Road in Coral Springs. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. Food prices, everyone talks about food prices, and restaurants are lowering the quality of their food. Not Wings Plus on Sample Road, I'll tell you that. I was telling you, Steve, yesterday, I got a pizza from a place that I've been getting pizza from for years that is out of the way from my house, and their pizza's so good, I would go there and get it. And I got a pizza there the other day, and I'm not kidding you, a Publix pizza would have been better, a Publix frozen pizza. Oh my goodness.
Just totally deteriorated. The places you used to eat.
Oh yeah.
That used to be your favorite joints.
They suck. You and I went to a steakhouse, and I mean they served us dog food. I couldn't believe. But, and they used to be a
economy, the blessed economy. People have cut back on the quality of the food they buy. There's a cost-saving measures to survive. I don't know how they've done it at Wings Plus, but I got to tell you, the quality is good and better than ever before. The wings, crispy and delicious. The greatest wings, the greatest ham. I happen to be a hamburger person, or what do they call it, chopped sirloin person. Oh boy, the greatest hamburgers, half-pound hamburgers. I get the cheeseburgers with homemade salads, homemade soup. Soups to die for. They're just unbelievably delicious.
And everything at Wings Plus is homemade on the spot. Nothing comes out of a can, including the sauces for the wings are homemade. And they have not only have they always had the best wings, they're the only restaurant I know of that has not lowered the quality of their food. And you know what? Their prices are great too. And they're easy to find. Wings Plus is about a mile west of University Drive on the south side of Sample Road in Coral Springs. And right next to the Wings Plus sign, they're on the south side, you'll see a Ron DeSantis for Governor sign also, right next to the Wings Plus sign hanging off the restaurant. And when you stop in, make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show. All right, we'll take our break and be right back with the Gold Report after this.
Dr. Matez here from the Biostation West El Rey. Many of you are familiar with the famous erection injection, an extremely effective treatment for erectile dysfunction made popular right here on the Steve Kane Show. I'm here to tell you that the erection injection is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the extensive array of treatment options now available at the Biostation West El Rey. Our custom compounded products yield combinations and dosages that increase the efficacy of Viagra and Cialis greatly. We also offer treatments that can correct the problem at its source, such as PRP and sound wave pulse therapies that restore your natural function. State-of-the-art
Steve Kane Show.
Most current treatment options all available in one place, the Biostation West El Rey. If you want to correct your erectile problems once and for all, call us at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta, the owner of Laporta Contracting, Roofing, and Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry since 1982.
Hey there.
Our state of Florida certified roofing and general contractors focusing on residential and commercial roofing, impact windows, and building restoration. If you have noticed any water stains on your ceiling, or if your roof is older than 15 years, you will want to call us to come out and evaluate your roof. Our services run from minor repairs to complete new roof systems. We install every kind of roof, from regular asphalt shingles, clay or concrete tiles, standing metal seam, wood shakes, and slate tile systems.
Hey, Robert, good morning. Chuck, good morning, if I've not said good morning to you. I guess I said good morning just in time to say goodbye to Robert, but hey there, Robert. All right, and it is time to check in with William Youngerman from the offices of William Youngerman Incorporated in Boca for the Gold and Precious Metals Report. William Youngerman, how the metals looking? I know better than Bitcoin.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Bitcoin down another 5% today, or right around $22,000, or about 1/3 of what it used to trade for. But metals are doing exactly what they should be doing, which is maintaining our buying power and holding very solid amidst stock markets that are crashing and other things that are going on, bond markets that are going down. So this is giving us a great buying opportunity, though, because they do tend to go down a little bit when,
good to see you,
everything
Robert.
else is falling apart, mostly because people have real money in their gold, and they're able to cover margin calls and everything by taking profits in their precious metals sometimes. So that being said, with the stock market dropping almost 1,000 points yesterday, gold did lose $53.50, closing at $1,818.70, but well within our trading range that we've been for quite a while, which is about $1,800 to about $1,860, although earlier this week we got up to about $1,873. Or last week. This silver down 88 cents yesterday at $21.03 the ounce, finding good support still at that $21 number. Platinum lost $42 at $930, and palladium lost $42 at $1,728. Gold this morning overnight traded between $1,809 and $1,833 the ounce. Right now it's at $1,818, which is down 70 cents. Silver's up 22 cents at $21.25 the ounce. Platinum is up $5 at $9.35, and palladium is up $17 at $1,745 the ounce. So.
Oh yeah, I mean we're above 1,800. It's amazing. You know, my daughter was asking me about gold yesterday, and she wants to start getting involved in gold. She's in her 20s. She doesn't have a lot of money. And she was like, I don't know if I got enough to buy an ounce of gold. And I was telling her about fractional gold coins. Can you tell people a little bit about fractional gold coins?
Sure. Most of the gold coins from the different countries, Canada, Australia, United States, and so on, China, all make 1/10, quarter, and half-ounce coins also. So you don't have to buy a full ounce of gold. Also, we have gold bars that are less than an ounce.
Yeah, and it's a great way for people to get involved. And you get 4 quarters, you got an ounce, right? So that's how it works, and it adds up before you know it. All right, now listen, William Youngerman opens up weekdays at 10 a.m. He's located right here in Boca, but you can buy and sell the metals with William Youngerman no matter where you are. Give him a call after 10 a.m. at 1-800-327-5010, 1-800-327-5010. Online, WilliamYoungerman.com, or stop right in, located in Boca at 150 East Palmetto Park Road on the first floor of the Bank of America building, immediately east of US 1 Federal Highway on the south side of Palmetto Park Road. All right, William Youngerman, we'll talk tomorrow.
Okay, have a great
day. All right, take care. All right, you back with us, Steve?
I sure am.
Okay, let's take some calls. If you're just tuning in, by the way, you missed a great show. It's not over yet, but we're getting close. But just to update you, President Trump cleared by the chairman of the January 6th committee yesterday, and it's also President Trump's birthday. So as a birthday present, he was cleared by this Liz Cheney kangaroo committee. Good news. You're on the radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Al Rogers. How you doing, guys?
No.
We were doing pretty good till now.
Steve Kane Show.
That Brian is abandoning his Disney membership. I say it. Disney wrote a song about him.
Oh, here we go. Here comes an attempt at humor. Go ahead. Okay, all right. I had to hit the dump button for that. Yeah, yes. I had a whole I can't tell you the name of the song. I'd have to dump myself, Steve. Yeah, I tell you, you know what I wonder with Liberal Al? Does he start drinking at this hour of the morning, or is it still like the nighttime? He hasn't been to bed yet, and he started drinking last night, and he's continuing.
He's hooked on, but he's on some kind of substance. I mean, he's just out of it.
Yeah, about how the dump button works. And I always tell people, you got to hang up on the caller and then hit the dump button. I mean, I guess we just have a crew of callers where we get more experience with the dump button, than a lot of other shows. We have the longest delay in radio. If you were listening to us on the radio, that was 40 seconds ago. We have a delay here in the studio that I'm at, and then there's another delay over at the main control room on the other side of the building, and in case I miss it, but I never miss it. All right. Okay. All right. No, I don't. Okay, but I do. Oh, well, let me tell you about protection. We want to talk about a different kind of protection, and that is protecting your family. And that is with Attorney Barry Siegel from the Siegel Law Group. Attorney Barry Siegel, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're great. What do you have for us today, Barry?
Well, first of all, I sent you over the information about our June workshop. So it's a little early, but there are some people who like to take advantage of opportunities and make sure that they get in. So just to announce that on June 28th, I believe that's a Tuesday, in the afternoon at 2 p.m., we're going to change it up a little bit, do an afternoon one. And it's on Living Trust. So anybody who wants to make sure that they get a seat for the Living Trust workshop that we're doing this month, you can call our office and get scheduled. But what I wanted to talk about today was also about taking advantage of opportunities. I had a very nice couple that came in yesterday to get their estate planning done, probably in their 50s, teenage kid. They've never done any planning, and they finally decided to get around to it. And, one of the things they told me about was when they came down here, and it's really bothering them, is they, like in 2018, they were looking at a home.
I missed the 80s,
and they were playing a little bit of hardball on the negotiation, and they ended up losing it. And then, and now, of course, they're renting. They haven't bought a house, and of course, the real estate market has gone through the roof. So they lost out on that opportunity because everything's super sky high now. So it's just a matter of when you have an opportunity to take advantage
Members
of
get
something.
special emojis like Chaplain Jethro has there.
That's important to do. And they also talked about the very same couple about how they kept putting off getting their estate planning done. And the reason why, for them, because different people have different reasons why they procrastinate, but for them, it was simply, they didn't have a lot of family, they didn't have a lot of great choices for naming a guardian for their child or naming fiduciaries like trustees and powers of attorney, so they put it off. See, the point is, if they don't make the decision, then somebody else will make that decision for them. So again, it's important to stop procrastinating and take advantage of opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. And, I've talked to a lot of listeners over the years. I think a big common thought is that someone doesn't need to make these preparations unless they're very, very wealthy. And that's not the case, is it, Barry?
Some kind of estate plan. Not everybody needs a revocable living trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Down and talk during our consultation, have a conversation, and make a determination what it is that they need, and then we can make some recommendations.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And remember, it is always a no-charge consultation with the Siegel Law Group. If you mention you heard Attorney Barry Siegel right here on the Steve Kane Show. Their number toll-free, 855-FLA-3782. 855-FLA-3782, and online, SiegelLawGroup.com. All right, Barry, we will talk later in the week. All right. Yeah, we're almost out of time here, Steve. But I got to tell you, you know, this January 6th committee, see, now this is what's going to happen, okay? So yesterday, Bernie Sanders cleared Trump. They're putting the pressure on him. He's going to walk that back, and they're going to come out with some type of something. And it's going to look like what it is. I mean, they just, you know, they just leave Trump alone. He's 78 years old today, okay? Let him celebrate his birthday. Leave the man alone. And I think things would go easier for them. These Liz Cheneys make him more popular. You know what I mean? They make him a martyr. A lot of people that don't even like Trump want him now because they see what the country has turned into and what they're doing to him. All right, listen, we're out of time. You want to sign us off, Steve? Oh, 76. He's 76, by the way. I said 8. He's 76. I'm getting like Biden. Yeah, exactly. We're signing off. Signing off.
Okay. On behalf of our associate producer, Lori Kane, my partner and co-host, Brian Craig, I'm Steve. See you tomorrow. God bless Donald Trump. Happy birthday, Don.
This is the Talk of South Florida, 95.3, 96.9, AM 1470, WWNN Pompano Beach, a VCMG live station.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, everyone. Thanks for watching, and of course, happy birthday to our great president. This is the great. I love this shirt. This is like my favorite Trump shirt I have. I'm wearing it for the president's birthday today. Don't leave without liking the video, though. All right, make sure you like the video before you go. All right, I got to take off. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it.